let's do AU then All Stars.
Yeah.
Because AU is obviously like the antagonist of this.
No, my parents want to watch.
Yeah, I already sent it to my parents.
Yeah.
Right, your guest is live now.
There we go. Just because, yeah, the commentators, I think, are talking, planning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Darren.
And I'm Mika.
And today, we've got a lovely game of volleyball in our hands today. We've got All Stars versus AU. Mika, what are your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a very interesting game. I think it's going to be very important serve receives and serve percentage for this game. I think the team that has more serves in and better receiving is going to have the edge.
Yes, yes. And I totally agree with that. The importance of this game is going to be massive, especially for people who are returning, for the students who are returning. This will be a major impression on the coaches for next year. We know from history that the people who performed really well in this. Some major names are Manos and Yestin. These players were IMS last year, and they performed really well in IMS All Stars versus AU. And look at them now; they are men's 2 and men's 1. So this game is hugely important. Let's see if there's any of those special players. We just saw Daniel hit a very beautiful A-quick right down the line. We're hitting lines right now. The players are warming up. Shall we introduce the lineups?
Yeah, let's introduce the lineup. So the AU lineup consists of Emma, the captain, Bella, which is number 5, Stella, number 12, Nat, number 19, Stella and Nat are the libs, Jordan, number 20, Sharif, number 16, Aryan, number 9, Daniel, number 66, Will, number 7, and Marty, number 1.
Yeah, and for the All-Stars, we've got Will, the captain, as number 20. We got Ash, the setter, as number 3. Jerome, we are not quite sure what his position is yet. We don't know what the coaches are going to play him, but he's number 11. Archie as number 9. Lalin, the lib, as number 25. Solomon, the number 22. Jacob, number 23. Beth, we got number 16. Jerome, we got Jerome again? No, not Jerome. We got Chuk as number 8, which is the male libero. So we've got a really interesting game on our hands here. A variety of team compositions. We can notice that the AU and the All-Stars, they have quite a different composition, especially as the way they've recruited their girls. So do you want to talk about how they've set up the team composition over here?
Yeah, so basically All-Star has 3 girls, 2 of them I think. So one of them is a lib, the other one could be a middle blocker. I'm not sure what 24 is, we're about to find out.
Yeah, we will find out.
While for the AU lineup we have 2 female libs, we have 1 female middle, and I think the captain Emma, who might be an outside or an opposite.
And it'll be really interesting to see how Chuk makes his difference, because Chuk is the only male lib inside of this game, and the All-Stars have opted for more pin hitting and more middle girls. So it'll be really interesting to see how that affects the game, and it'll be interesting to see how the game progresses.
There's also a size difference between the 2 teams, isn't there?
Yes, there's a massive size difference. So surprisingly, IMS All-Stars has a larger team than AU Devs, you know? We've got Will, we've got Solomon, we've got Archie. These 3 players will be a very dangerous front line, I think. It will be a really interesting aerial battle to see, because if you look at the teams, Devs, the only noticeably tall player is Aryan, their middle blocker, the number 9, who has just hit an amazing shot right down the line.
Yeah, the AU team is going to have to make up with more athletic jumps and faster jumps for the size difference as well.
Yeah, indeed. They are going to have to make use of their speed here, especially Daniel. Daniel, the number 66, AU middle. He's quite undersized for a middle blocker, I would say, but he makes up for that in aerial speed and his ability to adjust in the air.
His jump is great, yeah.
Yeah, he has a very terrific hop. So we're going to have to see how that how he will prove as a important player in this game.
Yeah. What would you say about the setters? We have Ash on one side and we have Will, number 7, on the other side for the AU team.
Yeah, we've seen both of these players and we know that their sets are really good. There is a noticeable size difference. Ash is a much taller player, and I think he will have to make use of his blocks, his difference in their blocks. Daniel, I know these 2 players are quite a lot slower than a lot of the players, but we know that their quality of their sets will be very consistent, and they're gonna have to fight for that. You know, the fight for this will be how consistent the sets are, especially in this level.
Yeah, I think also it's going to be very important for their respective teams to help them if the ball is shanked a bit too far away from the setters. Their team needs to take the second ball rather than wait for the setter, because their movement might not be as fast as you could expect, really.
Yeah, out of system balls and the way they transition into offense will be a major difference here, because we can expect that there won't be a lot of perfect passes, But what we need to see is that will the setters be able to adjust to those two passes, to those one passes? Will they be able to side out? Will they be able to push it to the pin hitters? And I really want to be able to see those setters be brave and try for those middle sets even when it's out of system.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think also at the start of the game we're going to see which team has a bit more team chemistry, because we don't know for how long both teams have kind of played together. Maybe the AU squad is going to have a bit more synergy if they have played more during trainings together, both the girls and the guys. So we might see like how good their chemistry is at the start of the game.
Yeah.
And they might adjust as the game goes.
This game is all about adjustment, because we know that these teams, they have been put together in the very last minute. We know that the IMS team has been recruited from many different halls, and the AU Devs team hasn't started training till just recently. So we're gonna have to see how the leaders especially manage to mesh
organize
their teams, exactly. It will be a main difference, and we'll be looking out for that. We'll be looking out for how Will will be able to organize their teams, looking out for how Emma will be able to motivate the AU team and ensure that they retain their pride as AU players.
I think it's serve time now. Let's scout some serves.
Yeah, serves are
Nice.
going to be an integral part of the game today here, ladies and gentlemen. Serves and serve receives, because without serves is the first action of the game. If you miss them, that's 1 point gone already without a rally. And serve receives is the first action for the players who are receiving the ball. And that will be how they transition to offense and how they will be able to recycle that into a point. So that will be a main difference here. I think a lot of the coaches that would be watching would be looking at the serve receives and the serves.
What do you think is going to be the ace percentage for each team?
Well, I really want to see if there's going to be a guy who will rip out a top spin, or like a girl who will rip out a top spin, because that would really make it interesting. As I say that, we got Jordan trying a top spin that didn't really get it over the net, but as he warms up, will we be able to see him rip that out in a crucial point?
Ooh. The guys are trying some jump serves.
I think what they will opt for is the safe option of putting out a good float, because what we can expect from the IMS players is that their serve receives won't be as good as the AU devs.
Yeah. I feel like the AU team might be a bit more challenged with the unpredictability of the All-Star team, because they might not a ball might just fly across to the other side of the net and the AU team might not be expecting it to start.
You're right.
So they might need a bit of an adjustment period. We're going to see.
The opponents won't know what's coming if they don't know what's coming.
Exactly.
At this level,
There's gonna be chaos for sure.
Yes, exactly. Unpredictability is a huge factor in this game, and I think it will be a very fun game to watch, because what will the IMS players pull out of their sleeves?
Yes, exactly.
So
We're
let's
almost underway.
let's introduce the coaches for today. For IMS All Stars, we've got Nahian, we've got Tim.
Oh, I forgot.
I apologize for forgetting the girl coach's name, but shout out to you. We've got the 3 IMS All-Star coaches, and I really wonder how they're going to set up their team today, who's going to be starting.
Yeah, we're about to find out shortly.
What about the AU lineup?
Uh,
What about the AU coaches?
I have no clue, actually. I'm so sorry about that. Do you know,
So
Doran?
for the AU coaches, we've got Samantha, and we've, I think, got Shiloh and Joshua. So
Nice.
they're going to be, I think, Daniel and obviously Will, the setter, will be starting. And I think they're going to go with a more aggressive play here, because I think Joshua, what he loves is for the team to have a lot of passion, to have a lot of aggression.
Yeah, I hope both teams are going to be able to enjoy themselves from the get-go.
Yes, and I hope it will be a fun game for the watchers, for everyone who's watching back home and for everyone who's watching in the stages. So, what's the score predictions, Mika?
Ooh, the score predictions. I would probably say Probably 3-1, maybe.
3-1 to
AU.
AU. Okay.
I
would-
might be wrong though. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
think
the
it's
what.
I think it's going to depend on how quickly the All Stars team can really gel together and just get in the flow of things.
Yes, precisely. I think it'll be a good bet to put that AU will win the first set
Yeah.
because they are more experienced in this environment. But I want to say 3-2 to IMS All Stars. I'm a supporter of the underdogs. I'm a supporter of the underdogs, and we all would love a long game. You know, we all would want this game to last really long. So I would say 3-2 to All Stars.
There's a lot of spectators on either side, which is very, very good.
It's
They're
nice to
gonna
see
bring
the
on some-
spectators rolling in. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what chance they come up with.
The pride of AU
All right.
and the
tension is
challenges
building
of
up.
IMS. The game is coming off to a start. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hitting it off. Let's introduce the starting lineups.
All right.
For
so
AU, we got Will setting. We got Jordan, Marty, Daniel, Emma, and Ariane. This is a very interesting lineup here, ladies and gentlemen. I
yeah,
think we've got Jordan and Marty as the outsides and Bella as the opposite.
Nice.
We've got IMS serving first here.
Yes, we have. I think Ash will be serving first.
Yes,
If
Ash
All
will be s-
Stars. Yes. We have Solomon also in the lineup. We have Will. Who else do we have?
We've got Beth, we've got Serene, and we've got Jacob.
Yes.
So we've got Jacob playing as an opposite here, Solomon and Serene playing as the outsides, and Will and Beth playing as the middles. And we've got Chook starting out as the starting lib.
Yeah.
Let's see how their serving
Alright,
quality
let's see the
is.
opening serve of this game.
We're hitting it off with Ashikan serving.
Ooh, nice first serve.
That is a really good serve, aiming it towards the libero, making a statement.
The noise immediately picked up. I think we know who the supporters are rooting for now.
A standing top spin serve by Ashikan. That's quite rare in the typical game because some people might argue that a standing top spin is easier to receive. But that seems to not be the case.
Okay, free ball.
Free ball over.
Nice receive.
Good free ball.
Ooh, nice save.
Very good pickup.
Ooh, nice. The All-Stars have are piling on the pressure right now.
Yes.
2-0.
2-0 to All Stars. And when you want to send free balls over like that, you cannot be making mistakes, especially as an AU
Exactly.
player.
Nice. Okay, that's a better receive. Let's see.
That is a
Nice,
really
okay.
good hit from Jordan over a two-man block.
First point for the AU lineup. Let's see if they can find their flow now.
Well, we'll have to put on the pressure with the serve here. That is a really good
Nice
serve,
receive.
forcing a bump set. So something we'll have to look out for, as we said in the beginning, is that the out of system and putting them out of system and how the teams transition to make that a really good offense. How would
Yeah.
they make a point
It's
out
going
of
to
the
be
transition?
interesting to see if the hitters can adjust to those sets as well.
Really good receive by Chook. Very good use.
Nice, nice save. Very good interpretation from Emma,
Yes, yes.
the captain of the AU.
Captain of the
Very nice
AU making
decision.
use. She makes good use of a quite poor set.
Yeah, exactly.
And
She was very
converts
close
a
to the
point.
net.
Yeah, she converts it into a point. We will talk about unpredictability
First
earlier.
missed serve of the game.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of those today. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of those missed serves, and what we want to see is how many serves can they get over Because if you miss a serve, the rally's over. You've got no chance to convert it into a point.
There you go, another missed serve.
Another missed serve. Solomon going for the risky drop. Risky front serve. I think we'll be seeing a lot of those from the number 32 today.
Let's see how Jordan's serve is.
We saw him practicing a jump serve earlier. Let's see what he brings out.
Nice.
Beautiful float, beautiful float.
It's over.
And
what a nice spike that was.
And this highlights the importance of a strong serve.
Exactly.
This highlights the importance of a strong serve, putting them out of system and being able to convert a point from that.
Let's see, can he do it again?
Very good pass.
Better receive.
And
nice block, but sadly out.
It's very nice to hear and to see two blockers going up, especially at this level.
Exactly, yeah. Puts the spikers into so much more pressure as well.
Yes. Even just putting your hands up.
Nice serve. Nice
Fantastic
push.
set.
Oh, sadly out.
Unfortunately, couldn't make it over.
Good strength on the set though. That was
Yes,
a
very
nice
good
set.
push. What we really want to see is the consistency of those sets. Very
nice
good lead.
decision from the lib, leaving that ball to go out.
There's a lot of pressure on the AU libero here, especially after shanking that very important first serve.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll be feeling that mental pressure, but let's see how she'll get over that mental barrier. We've got Ariane serving here. Good strong float.
Sadly out.
Very good lead.
That ball was floating though, if that was in. It's 6-6 now.
Very even game so far. We've got Jacob serving. Very good float towards Jordan. Good pickup. Goes over to Daniel. What very good one-hand block by Will. What a backside. Very risky. Out of system here.
The rally keeps going.
Very risky
Nice
ball.
save.
Can I get over? Nope. Unfortunately not. The quality of free ball passing here will be the difference maker.
True. Daniel reacted very well to that block earlier.
Yes, exactly. And although the set was a bit off, he made use of it. And he did pick it back up from the rebound. We've got a very out of system ball here. Can they make use of it? Serene puts it over.
They have to help each other here. Oh.
A bit of a miscommunication there. They didn't know that the Oppo was backcourt and that they needed to set a 10.
Yeah, from both teams really. I think the All-Star team was able to handle that miscommunication a bit better. That's why they were able to get the ball over.
Yes. Something unexpected happening is that AU is having miscommunications.
Yeah.
Not a good serve. Not what they want. IMS All-Stars has to get these serves over.
Yeah. They need to keep on the pressure really with the serves.
We've got a 4-man receive lineup coming on over here for IMS All-Stars. The Oppo is joining the defensive lineup. Very good leave by the libero Lalin. Captain stands up to the serving line. We know that the audience loves Will, and we'll see what difference he makes today. Good pickup. Very good set.
Nice.
Very good use, and it's up. Unfortunately, couldn't make use of that.
Lucky for the blockers, they were there.
Yes.
They just need to push the ball a bit more.
Number 16, Beth. All-Stars middle blocker has been really good at getting to these pins and putting a hand up.
Right, let's see Daniel serve.
Very good receive. Very good set, as we said.
Nice.
Ashikan is really good at these. Very good out of system.
Okay, we keep going.
Risky ball. Ashikan picks that up with one hand. Free ball. Down to the middle, and that's out.
Great placement.
Very good placement by Aryan. See, this is the difference. Free ball passing. Will they be able to utilize the middle blockers? Will they be able to attack with the middle blockers? Very good float.
Nice.
And unfortunately a
Another
shank.
ace.
That's one ace by Daniel, the first ace of the game. Is that the first ace of the game? Pretty sure that's-
No, I mean Ash's serve the
Ah,
first
yes,
one. That's the
yes.
first.
Ash
that's
was the
second.
first ace of the game. Ooh, not what they want,
I
not
see
what they
where
want.
he was going though. Good idea. Want to get it right in that corner, and now it's Ash serving again. Let's see if he can bring the pressure back on the AU
Let's see
side.
let's see if he aims it at the girl libero again. Yes, he does,
Oh,
and he
it's
gets
exactly the
that
same.
same outcome. Number 19 must really be feeling that mental pressure,
Very hard to deal with that top spin serve if he has
especially
going on.
overhand.
Yes.
Yet again, down the middle,
Ooh.
it goes to Marty. Marty picks it up.
Nice.
Really good. What a rally. Down to Jordan. Will he be able to make something?
Wow.
Unfortunately, goes out. That was really good out-of-system play by IMS All-Stars. Even though the setter had to pick up the first ball, the other players were really... They picked it up for him.
Yeah, exactly.
And they managed to make an attack out of it, and they scored
really
a point.
fought for that point.
Down to Jordan. What a pass. To Jordan again.
He's
Tip.
brought a bit
They were ready for that.
Nice. All-Stars are able to play it out. Nice. Nice point. Nice point for the All-Stars. They're really fighting for those rallies.
Yeah, this is a battle of endurance, a battle of who wants this point more. We can see All-Stars are
I
hustling
think
just a
All-Stars
lot
are
more.
leading for the second time in this match, aside from the first point. Now they're leading again with 1 point.
Yes. All-Stars will want to extend their lead. Very good free ball.
Nice
Really
short.
good hit by Sullivan. Putting it right down the pit. Forcing the lib to dive,
Right
and
down in the
unfortunately...
center. Yeah, it's a no man's land there.
Yeah, unfortunately she does not get it up.
Oh,
And a
another
shack, and yet
ace.
another ace by Ashikin. That's
Wow.
2 aces by Ashikin. And a timeout for AU. What are your thoughts right now, Mika?
The game is not going AU's way. It really isn't.
Yeah, AU
I
really
think
has
the
to
All
step up their
Stars team
game.
is just they're showing a bit more grit in those points where like it's unpredictable. The ball just needs to go over, and they're better at that at the moment. Just keeping the rally going, and those serves. I think the problem with like if Ash is on the ball, the AU squad is going to be in trouble. That's why they need to be better in terms of their serve conversion rate, because they also need to bring that pressure on to the All-Stars team.
I totally agree. And it's quite unexpected to see that the AU team is the more uncoordinated team at this
Yeah,
moment. And that
for sure.
might be the difference of the amount of trainings that they've had. Because we know that IMS All-Stars have been training for...
Exactly. I was
little bit over a
expecting a
month
bit of a
now.
better synergy between the AU players and the
Yes.
All-Stars, but seems not.
Right now, the difference maker has definitely been the serves, and especially
Yes.
Ashikin's serves. His
Let's see, can
standing
they
top
receive this
spin.
now after the break? Is the break gonna mess with Ash's head?
He will want to keep this momentum going with a strong serve.
Absolutely.
Will he go for the libero again? Down to Marty. Good
Nice.
pickup.
That's a good receive.
Right through the middle to
Nice.
Aryan, and really good vision by Aryan picking out
Very
that
good
left corner.
placement. The set was a bit too high, but he still made very good use of it.
This is what separates average middle blockers to good middle blockers, being able to react in that short time where the ball is up in the air. Most middle
Absolutely.
blockers will want to hit it straight down, but Aryan picks out a good spot.
Nice receive.
Good pickup from Chuk.
Ooh, that is a very ambitious push.
And that is what we want to see. That is what we want to see. Brave pushes, brave plays from the setter.
Yeah.
We will want to see them be aggressive. Will they be able to score a little bit of points of their own?
Nice serve.
Good pickup from Serene. They will have to make use of that. Free ball down the line to Jordan. Setter caught out. Yeah, another free ball. They want to make use of this. Aryan throws it down and they pick it up.
They aren't able to convert.
Fantastic! And what a two!
What a spike.
What a two by Jacob Rowe.
I feel like the AU attackers need to be a bit more brave. They're not really spiking the ball, are they? They're trying to place it, but they're not really spiking the ball when that block comes.
Yeah, right now, we expected the AU team to be more aggressive, but it seems that they've been more conservative with how they hit. And the IMS
Another
All-Stars,
free ball. Let's see if they can convert this time.
they must convert this point.
There you go.
And there you go.
There you go. That's the spike I was looking for.
That's how you need to convert a free ball.
Exactly, especially if they want to make up the deficit. It's now 2 points. No, 1 point. 1 point down. Not too bad.
You need to make the full use of these free balls. Yet again, it's Jordan serving. We will want to see a good, strong float.
Nice placement.
Very good receive. Will Jacob be able to make something? And there you
A
go.
monster
What a
spike.
spike.
Right between the two blockers.
The opposite, number 23, making a standout performance here. He's been really brave with these spikes. Very good receive from Jordan. That's a 3-point pass right there. And down the line,
now
Marty.
that is it. Down the line.
Now that's a
Right
statement.
in the corner.
What I can assume from the IMS All-Star coaches is that they want to really block the cross, as the
Yes.
line hits in this level are quite difficult to achieve. But Marty has put out a statement hit, telling them you've got to watch out for that line too. And
Nice
that's the-
serve.
and
Another
that's-
ace.
one of the rare shanks from IMS All-Stars. Good strong float from Aryan
We'll
there.
get to this nice set as well from that position.
Can they make use of this free ball? Marty goes up. Can he make use of it again? Sutter is out. Very good use of that ball.
Nice
Sutter is out even for AU, and they can't pick it
no
up.
way. That is so frustrating. Somebody must be going to that ball. There was enough time.
That should have been a free ball over there. You can
All
really
stars are leading again now.
you can really see the difference in the coordination of these two teams.
Absolutely. They just need to be a bit more brave.
Very difficult serve. Hard to tell whether that was out. Oh, that
The
is
set
not
pushed
what they
him out
want.
a bit too wide. It was a bit too strong for him. So then the only option he had was cross. So then he overhit it.
Marty really had to adjust to that set over there. These passes really have to be better to make Will's life
Absolutely.
easier.
Okay.
Jacob
Yeah.
putting out a jump topspin serve. The first one of this game. Will he pull out more of these from his pocket?
Let's see who pulls it off. Yeah, it's like a little challenge. Let's see.
Yes, indeed.
Emma serving again. Let's see if she can make it this time.
Captain of the AU team. Really high serve. Very difficult.
Nice.
What a
That's a shame.
That was a shame. It was a really good set by
Yeah,
Ash to push it to the back row.
He really faked out all the blockers. I think he had quite a clear line to actually just spike, have a clean spike.
It's very surprising that at this level they are really trying to make use of all of these hitters. Ashikan has been doing a really good job of distributing these sets to all of the hitters, especially
Absolutely,
to the
yeah.
backcourt opposite, which is quite rare even in the AU level. That is not what they
Now
want.
serving the net. Yeah, Jacob seems to be the standout spiker from the All-Star, so I'm kind of not surprised that he's trying to search for him because those spikes are very, very good.
Yes, indeed. AU needs a standout player at this moment, someone that will take
Absolutely.
initiative.
Change the course of the set, really.
Right now, all of them have been really quiet.
Oh,
Not
now we're getting to the final stretch of the first set, 19-19.
all of
Let's
these
see,
points.
can anyone gather momentum now for the last 5 points?
These missed serves are adding up.
Oh, another
Yet
one in the
another
net.
missed serve by Marty.
I think that the team that's going to find their flow with the serves might take this set, to be honest.
Will, as the captain, I'm sure he knows the importance of making this serve over. Right now, IMS has the lead.
Nice.
Really good
Good
flat serve.
receive. Let's see.
scuffed ball, and Beth makes use of it. Daniel put his hands
Such
up.
good quick thinking. Bump it off the blocker. But we should have seen a spike from the AU after that ball. We really should have seen a spike.
Yes. Really good pass by Natalie.
Nice.
Good use by Jordan. Very smart choice by Jordan, rolling it down into the pit. And
All
yet,
right, Daniel is getting subbed off now. Yeah.
I think we've got a pinch server coming on.
Daniel is being subbed off for Sharif for serve. Let's see.
Let's see what Sharif will pull out of his
Is
sleeves.
he their serve specialist?
Will he do a topspin? Will he do a strong float? Very good strong float. Forces an out of system. Ashikin has to make use of that. Might have been a double, and no, Marty does not pick that up. It was a weak spike,
I'm
but
not sure if he wanted to leave it out and then decided at the last second that actually it's not going out, so he just kind of put a hand to it.
and yet again we have to talk about the uncoordination of the AU team.
Absolutely.
They have to stay coordinated, and I'm sure the coaches Joshua and Samantha
it's
know
Ash
that.
serving again. This might get them the set, you know.
This is not what AU wants. They have to pick this up.
Oh, what a serve.
And
That's still a
It
good
goes
receive.
over. Miscommunication there.
Mishap. Yeah. That's unlucky. They both want to get to that ball so much.
What IMS would have wanted is to let Ashikin keep serving. They needed to
Absolutely,
keep him
yeah.
there.
That is a big opportunity missed now.
And AU has to take this chance to bring the match back.
Absolutely.
Really
Nice
good receive. Pushes
Nice
it out.
push.
Let's see if Jacob goes for the aggressive spike.
The monster spike again.
What a hit from Jacob going down through the seams. He sees that those hands are not connected by the middle and the setter. And the size difference of these teams are really showing because
Yes, absolutely.
they are really aiming for where the setter is. Will is an undersized setter and his blocks will not reach as high. Really good use. Out of system here. Will Jacob make use of it? And yet again,
no
he does.
way.
Jacob is the standout player of this
Jacob
game
in
right
front
now.
court is a cheat code right now. The AU lineup really needs to have a spike though. Like these sets are not bad. There really needs to be a spike after it.
24-21, a really good serve to Jordan.
They can't
Puts
lose
it out to
another
Emma.
point.
Rose over. Out of system. Would they be able to get that over? Free ball. They
ball.
have to make use of this.
Oh.
Down the line to Ariam.
And it was a net touch, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
A net
God.
violation by AU. That's the first violation of the game, and that's coming from the experienced AU players. That is not what they want.
This is really not going to plan, is it?
IMS All Stars takes the first set, 25-21. What are your thoughts on the first set, Mika?
The AU players have come out with way less confidence than I expected. I expected them to be more proactive for the ball, and they also need to be way more clinical with those chances. If a free ball comes on, you need to have a good set and a spike every single time. You need to be able to punish those stars.
Something I really didn't expect is that the level of passing from the AU dev players has been quite poor compared to the IMS All Stars.
In that last point as well, with the ball came over and then the pass to the setter forced him onto the net, which made the net touch and they lost the set.
Exactly, and we were talking about how both setters of both teams are comparatively quite slow to average setters, and thus that's why the passes have to be that much higher
Exactly, you
of
need
quality.
to help your setter.
Yes, exactly. But what we know is that if there is a good pass, Will and Ashkin will make use of these passes. So it's down to the outsides, it's down to the liberos, to be able to make those good passes and to convert that into points.
I mean, I think for the AU lineup, the one player that had a few good spikes is number one, Marty. Marty had a few good spikes. I think the setter needs to search for him a bit more as well.
Yeah. Marty definitely
I don't
has
think Emma
to-
is very confident with spiking. That's fine, but you do need to find other options as well. If she's front court, she's fine for a short ball to mix things up. But if you want a spike, you need to find other options as well. Whether that's going to be your middle or maybe a pipe set. I do want to see a pipe set. I really hope somebody does it.
Yeah. Let's see if they're going to do any back rows. Right now, we know Ashikin has been very aggressive with these sets and with his distribution.
Absolutely.
He's absolutely been making use of Jacob. Even in the back row, he knows that Jacob will be what will be the difference maker of this game.
He's definitely the more creative setter.
Yes.
He tried that one very, very ambitious push. It didn't work, but it was a very nice idea to go from one side all the way to the other.
And what we can definitely see is that the passing level of the IMS girls are a lot better than the AU girls. So what will the AU girls do? Because right now, Natalie and Emma, their free ball passing hasn't been fantastic.
I honestly think it's down to also confidence. I do think that they can get quite a bit better, but for some reason they just haven't come out with the confidence that I expected them to.
Will the coaches make a switch? Because I'm pretty sure.
That is a very interesting question. Let's see.
Because I'm sure they want to rest some players, let them regain their mental confidence.
I don't know if it's in all AU lineups, but we kind of start our game slow. Maybe we lose the first or the second set, and then we come back. With my games, it's the same. With the first team as well. Sorry if you heard all that.
What I really want to see is whether Sharif will make an appearance. We know that Sharif is a really strong opposite hitter. He knows how to put that ball down when it comes to it. He will hit every ball hard. And that is what AU needs right now. They do not need more rows. They do not need more tips. They need bravery. They need someone to...
They just need a nice, clean spike.
To pump the team up.
Exactly.
And to bring that fire out of them.
And we welcome the teams back on court. All-Stars and AU. Let's give it up for the All-Stars!
Come on, guys, make some noise.
I wonder whether the spectators are more inclined to support All-Stars or them.
That is a very good question.
Currently, the cheers for IMS All-Stars.
There was a bit more cheer for the All-Stars still, even though it was a bit weak.
Especially for Jacob, because he has been making this game really interesting right now.
Absolutely.
Currently, the 4 receive lineup of IMS All-Stars is really working well for them. They have had higher quality passes. AU are adamant in keeping their free man receiving lineup. I think what the coaches will have to do is find a bit of flexibility.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's see who's going to be brave this set. They really need someone just to work for each other, really.
Yes, indeed. I think another standout player right now is Chuk.
Yes.
Chuk, the All-Stars libero. He's really making the difference and showing what a good pass can make.
Absolutely.
He has been there to cover the balls. He has been there to make good first passes. And maybe having a male libero was the right choice. But we will see. Natalie will want to show her skill set, especially in this second set.
All right, let's see if the serve percentage is going to go up for the AU squad.
AU starts off the serve.
Nice
Big, strong serve. And a very good pass by Chuk. Back row.
Oh, a very good idea from the All-Stars. It's a shame it didn't come off.
That was a really good pass by Chuk. And
absolutely.
Yet again, proving the point that Chuk will be a difference
Amazing,
maker alongside of
especially
Jacob.
when you have a more immobile setter, let's just say.
Yes.
If a pass is good, it makes all the difference.
Not what they want. You cannot start off the set like that. It is now 1-1. Ashikan up to serve. Let's see how many points they make of with Ashikan in the serving line. We've got Jacob now in the front row. I'm sure they will want to make use of this.
Oh.
And it is a foot fault.
Foot fault, yeah. His foot touched the line, right? That's a shame.
You can tell that the bench players and the coaches are not liking that. They need to make use of Jacob in the front row. Really good serve by Jordan, and that's an ace.
First ace of this set?
First ace of the set and first ace for Jordan.
Let's see, can they keep it going?
That is what we want. Aggression, especially in the offense from AU.
It should help their confidence. Oh! I think it was a bit
aggressive.
of a mishit.
Aggressive, but not accurate. And here we see the appearance of a new player, Archie, the number 9, the middle. I think he is playing middle. Really good serve! Forces a shank!
Oh, I was expecting to see a jump over there, over the chairs.
Really good serve by Archie.
They might be starting to target the libero here.
That is what they should do. Really good serve down the middle again.
Nice,
Natalie
that's
picks
a
it up
better
well.
Pass, but nice.
They're scrambling. It's a good pass though. Arian forces it down.
Nice.
Really good use, making use of the size difference. There is a clear mismatch between the number 16 and the number 9.
Good
And
coverage by Emma there for that ball.
And I think we can see that the number 7, Will, the setter, is really making use of the middle, knowing that there is a
Absolutely.
middle mismatch.
He definitely
that
should,
net.
to be honest, yes.
He's giving him those nice high balls, letting him have freedom to battle in the air.
It's a shame he's off now.
Now we got Daniel, the more undersized middle, up in the front court.
Size difference is gone now.
And Daniel goes with the receive and goes straight over, but
You
that is a
have to help your
net.
setter.
But that is a net violation by IMS All Stars, and the point goes to AU, and AU will be really thankful for that decision.
They really need those receives to be off the net.
Yes, indeed.
You don't have that much of a, like, he's not a toe setter.
Emma yet again with the receive,
That is a
goes for
better
Lalin.
serve than last time. Nice.
They're scrambling. Oh, and it hits the light.
No, not the lights.
It was a
so
really good
frustrating.
pickup by Jacob, but unfortunately, it hit the lights.
Very
And that
good
would be a
work.
point to AU. And right now, AU's leading by 2 points, 6-4.
Nice shorts. They need to keep an eye on the ball a bit better there, for sure.
Jacob now in the service.
Is he gonna try another top spin? Yeah. Ooh,
Top spin.
Nice.
Really good pickup though. Pushes it to Marty. Really good use by Marty.
I
That was-
think those Stars players should have kind of read that he would have done that because he was pushed so far to the side. That's the only thing he could have done. Try to give it just a little tip in the middle of the
I
court.
totally agree, Mika. When the pin hitter is pushed so far off the net, the libero especially has to expect that tip.
Exactly.
That is not a good receive.
No,
It stays in play.
Yes,
And
nice.
barely out. A very good leave by the libero Natalie. It's a 3-point lead for AU. Marty to
I think
serve
this is the
again.
first time of the game this has happened.
First time of the game that AU has led. Very good receive by Lalin.
Oh, nice. It's gonna be a tip. Yeah, nice.
Got up by
Let's
Jordan.
see. Can
Up
they
to Jordan again.
capitalize?
And that's a net violation by IMS All Stars.
Those sets are very overhit at the moment, though. It's very fortunate for AU that there is net touches every time.
Yeah, that's been 2 net violations
I
by
don't think
IMS All
those net
Stars.
touches will last, though. So those sets really need to.
That's,
Oh, what a shame! Out again.
but
They still got a
currently
healthy lead, though. Like 3
they've got
points.
a 3-point lead at the moment. They want to keep this up.
Absolutely.
We've got Serene serving, and they need to pick this up. They need a good pass, a good set.
Oh no! She didn't realize that the whistle has blown. No way.
And that is where the experience
mi-
levels
That
of
mishap is going to cause confusion. I think they need to shake this off as soon as possible.
the experience levels of IMS and AU are showing here.
Yeah, I think a bit of nerves maybe.
Yes. However, it seems that Ashikin and Jacob are quite confident going into this game. They have been aggressive, they have been brave in their decision making. Really
Nice.
good pickup by Jacob. The opposite. Really good hit by Archie.
Oh yeah.
We
That
thought that
size.
Archie would be a middle blocker, but apparently he's playing outside.
With that size, good for him.
And they will make full use of it. because the matchup between Archie and Will.
Honestly, after the confusion of the last point, this is exactly what they needed.
Yes.
A nice, solid spike down.
Bringing them back into the game, grounding them, making sure that they know the objective of the game. And that's to win and to make an impression.
Nice
Really good pickup.
serve.
That is over the net though, and Archie makes good use of that.
And no net touch this time.
Yes. Archie will want to make full use
This is
of
a
that height
very,
advantage.
very bad mismatch for the setter. You have number 9 and you have Ash there, and number 16. All of them are very good blockers. If that ball is a bit too close to the net.
It is a
No
very
chance.
tall front line.
Nice. That's better.
Jordan going up and blocked!
Oh god. Hope he's okay.
That was a really good block by Ashikin.
I am waiting for the set of the AU setter that is not going to that side. It's every single time I want to see the middle set as well.
Right now, Will has opted for the outside set all the time.
Here
Yet
we go
again,
again.
the blockers know what to expect at this point. Very good.
Nice.
That's
Riley
a free
keeps
ball.
going. Nice, there you go.
Goes down to the middle. And
That's
that is what
there
we're
you
talking
go.
about.
Another set.
They need to make more use of Aryan. Aryan is the
Exactly.
standout player for AU so far. His aerial battle and his ability to adjust is the difference maker for AU, and they have to make use of that more often. And that
Exactly.
can only come with good passes. As the game progresses, will AU be able to improve
Absolutely.
their
They
passes?
definitely need the variation in their attack.
And what they really need is to stay on the serving side. They know that their serve receives are weak, so they need to stay
Absolutely.
on the serving side. They need to keep serves in. Very good pickup by Chuk. Chuk is back into the game aside instead of Lalin. Really good pickup. Archie picked up that space and he put it right down there because they know that Will is not paying attention to the defense.
Absolutely.
There is a massive space for that tip and he did not even react. A lot of the points have come from the All-Stars
they have
left
too
side.
many options. Oh,
A rare
another
miss.
misserve.
A rare miss by Ashikin.
Even without his serves, it is very close still. It's only 12-10.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, let's see.
And we have a substitution coming in. Surprisingly, they are subbing out Jacob for Jerome. Jerome is making his debut as the opposite, the number 11. Let's see what difference he makes today. Jerome is very well known for his ability to jump and reach for his skies. Will he be able to make that difference?
Okay.
And that
you
is
need to
over. Really
capitalize,
good use by
yes.
Marty. And that is the aggression that we need.
Exactly.
When they mess up, you need to slam that ball down and punish them for that mistake. A rare shank by Chuk. It was at a good direction, but it was just slightly over the net.
Exactly, just a little bit. Again, ooh.
Another shank by Chuk.
Jordan's service is proving to be a bit difficult right now for him.
It does. Jordan's float flies very flat and floats sideways. So these are very
That's a very
difficult.
interesting run-up.
These are very difficult serves to
Again.
receive. But that is a very
That
good
is
pickup
very
by
good
Archie.
receive.
Jerome's first serve of the game.
Oh!
And he gets that. The set wasn't amazing. It forced Jerome to adjust and jump backwards, but Jerome adjusted.
His athleticism is
Jerome
showing.
adjusted very nicely to that out-of-system set. And he slammed that down. A very beautiful cross-court spike. Archie up to serve.
Let's see.
Good float.
Oh, not again, not again.
That is not what they want. I think what the coaches
Her
will want.
overhand receive is a bit weak.
Yes. What the coaches will want to do is probably to make a change in the liberals at this moment. If not, All Stars should take advantage of this.
Let's see if his placement is the same. His placement is a
Again.
bit inconsistent, so he can't target her every
Really
time.
out of system.
No. Over push. Oh, what a shame. You have to make use of that, for sure.
That is not good free ball passing. I think Serene is a bit in of her head at this moment.
Yeah.
She's made quite a few mistakes in this set. It's Aryan to serve now. A good flat float down to Serene, but that is a really good pickup.
Nice.
Assistance by the libero. That's a free ball. Would they be able to make use of this?
Nice.
Down to
Yes.
Daniel. And that's a beautiful
it.
A-quick by the number 66.
I was waiting for that, yes.
Showing that
Finally, Daniel got a spike. Finally got a set.
he's showing that Aryan's not the only spiker.
Exactly.
Aryan's not the only middle blocker who can spike. Do not underestimate him because of the size. Ashikin forced to make use of it. That might be an antenna
it's
fault.
over the antenna, yeah. He still tried to jump though.
He can reach that ball. And he
Absolutely.
can adjust. It was just a slight miscontact.
He almost had it.
Really good float.
Nice.
Forces it out of system again. And that's another free ball. That is what AU wants. They have to
Do
make
it,
use of this
do
again.
it.
And that's not a good free ball by the
Nice.
AU
Good
devs.
save.
Down to Jerome. And what a spike!
Oh my
Down the
god.
line!
That spike was so vertical. Insane.
That was a beautiful spike down the line. The
No
two
chance.
blockers blocking the cross. And he beautifully dodges
No
that
chance.
block.
For that type of jump, you need 3 blockers, 1 down the line as well.
Although currently AU is leading by 17.
Okay, okay.
Really good pickup by Natalie.
Pushed out.
And that's a free ball. Will they be able to make use of this? Really good middle. And what a hit! What a hit! IMS All-Stars are on fire. All of the hitters are getting their role, getting their limelight at this moment.
You have 2 very tall and athletic spikers right now, and that is showing. It's making a difference.
Although AU are leading by 3 points, IMS All-Stars has the flow. IMS All-Stars has the momentum.
save
Can they
it.
pick that up?
They were close. They were close. But the deficit is diminishing.
Brilliant hustle by the AU devs, and that's what we want to see more. IMS All-Stars closes the gap to 2 points. Bev to serve again.
Okay.
Aims it at Natalie
Nice.
again, but that's a better pickup.
Nice.
They have forced out a system.
Good save.
That's another free ball. Again to
Oh
Jerome.
no. Oh
Oh my days!
no. No, that is just unfair at this point. Oh my god. Wow.
How is this fair? You've got Jerome, you've got Jacob, you've got Archie, you've got Will. This
That
is an
size
insane
difference that
lineup.
you were talking about. Oh my god.
This is where the unpredictability
Okay, we need.
comes
oh
in.
God.
Marty has to hit that
Okay,
strong.
nice. This is a spike.
They
okay.
pick it up. Ashikin is there.
Free ball.
Free
Nice.
ball. They have to make use of that. That is not a good free ball.
No,
but
it's
it's a
not.
good set to Emma. But he doesn't make full use of it. And he does.
Nice.
She
That
does
is
make
a
full
very
use of it.
intelligent push to the back line.
That's a very smart use, very good vision to see that that space is empty. And she
Absolutely.
pushes it there. A lot of veteran players love to push that ball there because the libero loves to step up and to pick up those tips.
Okay, nice. It's over. Oh no, we know where that's going. We know where that's going.
And that's a block out! Jerome is
At least they
on
blocked
fire.
it this time, but it's still not good enough.
And the crowd's going wild. We can see that the IMS supporters on the other end of the court are going wild for Jerome. Must be a
very
fan
good
favorite.
Substitute.
It was
very
a
good
very good substitute. A very strong serve by Jerome yet again.
Yes!
And it goes down to David. And
Nice!
it's up. It stays up.
Oh!
Unfortunately, they couldn't pick that up.
Daniel jumped a bit too early for that. A good idea, but jumped too early.
It might have even be a setter's fault because the setter might have put that a bit too
Maybe,
high.
yeah.
Daniel is a really high jumper, but there are still limits.
Oh,
And
that's
this
shame.
serve by Jerome. But now the score is 19-18 to AU.
Absolutely.
The lead has absolutely been cut down.
They really need a good serve because the All-Stars have gathered so much momentum with Jerome coming on.
Marty has missed quite a few serves this game. He has to keep that ball in the
Okay,
court.
that's in.
Very good, safe ball.
A very good pass.
Archie picks it up. Jerome picks it up.
Oh, that's the first miss. Wow.
That is his first miss. It is
Didn't
a very
think it's gonna
difficult set to hit.
Yes. He was pushed out.
He was pushed out. He had to adjust, and even from the back court. But Ashikin is still being brave with these sets.
Nice.
Very good serve.
Okay.
Goes over. Free ball, but setter is out.
Somebody
Marty
needs to
picks
get-
that up.
Oh,
Very good
that's
set.
That's a nice set, you know.
And what a
That's
hit by
good set.
Jordan.
set though. That was a good set.
That was
I
a
liked
really
it.
good set. Although he was totally out of balance, but
Absolutely,
went
yeah.
to the right place, and Jordan knew where to hit that. IMS All-Stars are going for a three-man defense now, with Jacob out of the
He's
lineup.
targeting her for a reason.
And a
The first
timeout.
timeout for the All-Stars, I think.
Yes, it is. Right now, All-Stars are putting on a brilliant performance, but can they reduce their mistakes?
Yeah, I think I think Marty with his service starting to target Serene right now because he realized she's weak to his serves. Let's see if it continues though.
There is a trade-off when subbing Jacob for Jerome, because with Jacob out of the lineup, they have to opt for a three-man receive instead of a four.
Yeah, true.
I assume that they haven't put Jerome into the serve-receive lineup because his serve receives might not be
Yes.
up to par. So
That's a
now,
very good spot.
now you can see, without Jacob, you're opting for more offense, but can you get those balls up for Ashikin?
Exactly. It did serve them well to clear out the deficit, to get back level, but let's see what happens now. Because there is a deficit again now because of that trade-off for defense.
It's 22-18, 4-point lead for AU right now. Marty's up to serve again. Will he be able to keep the pressure on? Good serve. And that's a rotation error
No way!
by All-Stars.
No way.
That is the first rotation error of the game, and rotation errors should not happen at all.
Absolutely. Nerves are showing.
We predicted that All-Stars would make some of these mistakes, especially because these they've only just learned rotations
Absolutely.
just a few months ago. So,
When the pressure piles on, the rotations kind of become a bit more
and
unstable.
will this rotation be a mental burden for them? Because they need to stay focused on the game and not be thinking, is our rotations correct?
Potentially it could be.
Good
Nice
serve,
receive.
Archie. Archie picks it up.
Nice.
Serene makes good use of
Okay.
that ball. That's a free ball.
They-
And that's a really bad
Oh!
set by Will.
Hey, you need to make use of these.
Emma is showing really good leadership to bring back and mesh the team together. Keep them focused on the game and not dwell on the mistakes. Serene up to serve. Good and high serve.
Okay.
And that's a block out.
Nice, nice. Good use of the block. If you can't go over them, just use them. All right, they're making quite a few subs. 3 subs.
And that's a triple sub
Wow.
at the end of the game with 1 point to go. This is
Quite
very
risky.
surprising. I wonder
I like
what is the play here.
it. So Sharif's coming on for Emma.
And Bella is coming,
coming
on
on.
for Aryan.
For Aryan, yeah. Okay.
That is not what they want. They just needed to secure
Yeah.
that one more point.
With
And
this
now
1 point, just bring the pressure to All-Stars. Let them mess up.
Will really has to put on the pressure right now. If they can
Absolutely.
serve hard and if they can block well, they can keep this pressure
Absolutely.
ongoing. Good serve down to Marty. That's a really good
Oh,
pass.
pushed over
That is,
again. Nah, that's
and that is
antenna.
not good.
I'd rather be pushed in than be pushed out.
I agree. Because
When
once
you're
you're pushed
pushed out,
out, your options are
You
just
have
that
no
much
options,
less.
absolutely.
And that is what we will talk about. A good serve, putting on the pressure, forcing on a bad set.
Okay.
And that goes to Bella.
All right, okay.
Easy pass. A bit out of
They
system.
won't be
That's
able
a
to
free
fight
ball
it
right
though.
there. They have to make full use of this. And it goes to
Oh,
the elbow.
yes!
Sharif with his first hit. And it gets blocked by Archie.
Oh, the stare down as well.
One man block and a stare down. That is not what Sharif wants with his first hit of the game, making his debut. And that's, I think,
Archie
a timeout from
literally
AU.
stared him down for a good 1 second. It was a good decision. I actually liked it.
It
but-
was a good decision.
oh,
I really like that Will went for the backcourt
Absolutely.
oppo. It caught them out with only one blocker left. But Sharif really had to have hit it away from the blocker. It was only
Absolutely.
one person.
Absolutely. hit it more inside, because with the power of a back row spike, even if it's in a player, that player needs to be very high quality to be able to return it properly.
AU has to secure this point right here, because if they lose out on this set where they had as much as a 5-point lead, that will greatly
really
decrease
damage them,
their
yeah.
morals.
Oh my God, the coach of AU was literally saying to the ref, the All-Stars are taking too much time now.
Oh.
They're trying to pressure them.
Good receive. They must
Okay,
make use
okay,
of this.
that's a good
Back
set.
to Jordan.
That's a
Really
good
good
set.
hit. But they pick it up.
Oh!
And they pick it out. And oh my goodness! No way!
How I hate
No
that the
way.
relay is so short. No way. That was going over. I absolutely believe that kick was going over.
To the viewers that I don't know if the viewers saw that, but basically Marty did something like a bicycle kick to keep it open, but unfortunately it hits the wires and it goes out of play.
Oh no.
And that's pushed out too far yet again. It's a really good use.
No way!
And it's gone 24.
The deficit is gone.
24. It's anyone's game at this point.
Oh my God.
The lead is gone. AU must be trembling right now. You can see that Jordan has...
Do you reckon those subs they did are kind of costing them right now? A little
Will
bit.
has been going on with these really safe, really good serves.
Okay.
But AU hasn't been making full use of these. This is a free ball. They need to make use of this. It wasn't a good free pass. Archie has to roll it over.
Okay,
Force the one-hand pass.
Let's go.
Jordan has to make very good use of this.
There,
Jerome
no,
passes it. Ashikin's running to get that set. Easy.
Okay, come on, you gotta bury this. Nice set.
And it's up! Oh!
Nice set and a nice spike. Very unlucky from Aj though, he was there.
Match point 25-24 to Devs.
The set has become a bit better though. Not
Yes.
pushing him out as much. All right, Will serving, let's see. An ace
Will.
would come very handy right now.
Will being the only setter in this team, he
pressure right
has to keep his composure and stay calm within these circumstances.
Nice. So
Good
he's in.
pass.
Oh, it's
Down to
here at
Chook.
the lip,
Beautiful
though.
pass.
Oh!
And a tip to the back
Oh,
goal. He
yes,
picks that up.
Oh, please, please, please. Yes.
ball.
Oh my God.
Really bad pass. But it's up. Oh, it is.
Oh my God. That save.
And AU secures the second set. That is what they really wanted.
First the bicycle kick save and now that lunging save. Wow.
Marty has been the standout defensive player
Absolutely.
throughout this game. His defense has been impeccable, hustling for every ball.
This was a very good set though. The AO lineup almost let it slip, but they showed the grit and determination to bring it back.
Precisely.
And the scores are level after 2 sets here at All Stars. Congratulations, AU, for winning that set. If you're here for All Stars,
That was a really fantastic set. That second set has been exciting.
Absolutely.
What do you think of Jerome's debut, Mika?
Oh my God. We were thinking that what was his name? I forget everybody's name. When Jacob went out, we were like, "Ooh, are you sure?" But he came on and he brought the fireworks. It was so good.
And we now know that IMS All-Stars has two
Absolutely.
fantastic opposites.
I feel like the All-Star has better hitting options. If you're just talking about a spiking option, All-Stars has the advantage, absolutely, which also gives Ash more options because he's already very creative.
Exactly.
And when you have so many people that are willing to hit and want to hit, as well, because you also have Archie as well
Yeah.
on his own.
Archie has been really good with his serve receives alongside with Chook. This two in the defensive line, serve receiving, has been a really pivotal addition to the team. And it allows the offensive players such as Jerome to really shine.
Absolutely, yeah. I really like the substitutions of the coaches of the All-Stars as well. They're very brave. They're making the right substitutions even though they lost that set very, very narrowly.
I wonder what decision the coaches will make. I think that the coaches should not make any changes
Absolutely.
because the game was leaning into their favor.
Absolutely.
Although they did make a few silly mistakes, and that might be why that cost that the game. But offensively, defensively, and overall, just the basics of the game, they are performing it a lot better than the Devs.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it should stay the same because by now 2 sets have been played, so you kind of want to just like the flow should be there now. So make a change when you know it's going to make a very big difference, but aside from that, stick with what you have.
currently Will has been just gluing this team together. You know that he is the key figure in this team that keeps all of these players communicating, keeps all of these players talking. I wonder if you're gonna see Jacob back in the game with Jerome having that performance.
If both of them are on the court at the same time, I don't know what I'm gonna say, to be honest.
Because it's really hard to choose between these two players.
Absolutely,
If I was the coach, I would not be able to choose. But right now, what we need to see is the AU middle blockers to put up a more... They have to give more impact.
Absolutely, yeah. I think they're not reading the spikers very well at this moment.
And the blocks from AU has been quite... Although they are up, Jerome and Jacob just goes through those blocks like nothing.
With a player that jumps as high as Jerome, would you say that they need to jump a bit later than him so they can actually rise at the same time that he is? Because he does have a huge jump advantage. So if you jump the same time as him, you would be going down by the time he's up.
And they definitely have to time their blocks better.
Absolutely.
They have to time their blocks better, and they might have to start closing down that line. Because Jerome, all of his kills right now has been line shots.
Yes, if it's Jerome down the line, genuinely, you have to close that line.
Precisely. Right now, the coaches are showing their lineups now. Everyone has seen game time in this game now. There are no more surprises.
Let's see how this narrow set is going to impact the two lineups now as they come out for the third.
Although the scores have been quite even, IMS All-Stars definitely has the momentum flowing with them. And it's Jacob back into the starting lineup, together with Will, Ashikin, Serene, Bell, and Archie.
Well. Yes.
Archie stays on.
Yes.
This is a really good, strong defensive lineup here. We got Jacob and Archie to pick up those balls.
Archie is a great outlet for that block, but also his spikes are very solid as well.
For the development players, they keep their lineup quite the same, except Sharif is now starting. Sharif, the opposite, is now starting, and they would want this to pick up the aggression for the devs team. Ashikan starts off. Down to the lib again, but Marty picks it up for her.
Oh, what a save from Will.
Jacob goes up. Really good.
Nice save from Will again.
Out of system, but a really good set.
What a set! Oh my god. That one-hand save from Will was so good. Close to the net, but he was able to make it as well.
And it was a really good out-of-system set by Sharif down to Jordan. And all Jordan has to do is put that down onto the floor with no blockers coming up to block him.
Nice.
And that is a huge shot. Can he keep this in? It stays in play.
Oh my god, what a save.
Out of system.
Nice.
Good use by Sharif, but it's really far out.
Very good idea. Oh my god, what a save. It was from Archie. Oh my god.
It was a really good save. And that proved to be really, really important because now Archie is up to the serving line. With
the AU lineup were not expecting that save one bit.
Yes.
Nice.
Marty with a good receive yet again. Sharif.
Oh.
And the ball stays up.
Oh god.
It goes back over. It's a good free ball again. It goes down to Jordan at the opposite row now. Chook with a good pickup.
Pass. Oh,
it's up. It's up.
Saved. It's saved. Yes.
And the ball stays in play.
Oh my god.
Does have to kill this ball.
Go again.
And that's a kill by Sharif. That is what we wanted to see from Sharif.
That is what we need, absolutely. Oh my god.
The aggression, the ability to find the seams between the blocks and just slam it down with no hesitation. That is what devs need. That was
such a satisfying point. Oh my god.
The rallies are getting more and more exciting as the game goes. Really good receive. Made good use of a very difficult serve.
Nice, nice block.
And that is a rebound.
From
Can Ashikan make use of this? Bell makes good use of that.
Oh no, no. Nice, Marty, go again.
They're scrambling for the ball here.
Good row shot.
Really good. Jacob goes down to hit it. And it's up, it's up.
No
Can
way.
he make use of it? Oh.
I was expecting a little lunge there.
It was a really good use by Jacob there. Even with two blockers coming up to block him, he manages to find that cross.
Absolutely. Have you noticed that Marty is trying to shield the lib?
Yes.
when the All-Stars are serving. I just noticed it. the
Marty
last
is covering
point.
for the
And
lid
there you
at
go.
the
He's going to
moment.
do it again.
And he's transitioning into the offense.
Absolutely. He's doing double work right now.
All Stars are scrambling to get the ball.
Nice. Great job by Marty.
Marty must be exhausted at the moment. He's defending. He's putting out the offense.
He's unsettling them as well.
Yes, exactly.
Oh. Nice.
Really good middle serve.
Oh, no. Yeah.
These are the unpredictability factors that we were talking about during the beginning of the game. IMS All-Stars being able to use all of these options.
I knew he's going to set him. I was like, oh, yeah. I see what you're thinking.
You would be surprised at how well meshed this IMS All-Stars team is.
Absolutely.
Even in the AU level, the middle blockers don't see as much distribution. But here we can see that all of the hitters are getting equal distribution. What we might see if IMS All-Stars gets a huge lead is a pipe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I would really want to
I
see
really want to see a pipe.
either Archie, Jerome.
I think Jacob, now that he's in the backcourt, might get a pipe. We'll
Yeah. Really good
Nice.
serve. Down to the lip, but it's a really good pickup by
That's a
Natalie.
very good
And that's a
pickup.
good C, but he was there to pick it up. Will is really good at tracking, and he misses the top. That was a really good idea by Ashikin.
Absolutely.
Really good and really
He just
aggressive.
He just needed better execution. I'm all for a setter dump, so.
Me too. I did not expect that setter dump at all. That would have been really, really threatening to the AU team.
Oh, wow, what placement. Somebody has to help here.
Free ball, but they're
Yes.
scrambling.
Oh god,
That's
okay,
a
it's
really simple
over.
free ball. They need to make use of this.
Yeah.
And it's down to the middle again, and he throws it.
Oh, Will made a very good use of that set. It was quite low for him, but he still used the block to get a rebound.
And that is the captain right there. With 2 hits, 2 points consecutively, thanks to him.
It's 4-4 now.
Although the game is still quite even, I think IMS All-Stars might take this.
I think the quality of the points has gotten better as well.
And less miss serves.
Yes.
Mighty goes down and hits
Nice.
it. Archie with a good pickup. Ashikin gets there.
Oh, you need a
Can they
block.
use this?
Nice. Take it.
Emma
oh my
picks
god,
it up
guys.
well. It's a free ball.
Oh yeah, there you go, pipe.
Oh, what a good use by Jacob. But they
Oh,
miscommunicate.
The lethal free ball coming over.
The lethal
Top.
free ball of IMS. Jacob with the really good push down cross to the court. But unfortunately, they picked it back up and they didn't communicate one. Who has picked up the free ball?
There you
Marty
go,
with
this
another
serve.
missed serve.
All right, Will serving now.
And we know that Will's serves are really consistent. So what
Let's see if
IMS
anyone is
All-Stars
gonna
must
shield
do
the lib again.
must keep a rally going.
Oh,
What a
wow.
really cheeky serve.
Right in the corner.
And that's a free ball with Will to pick it up. The middle blocker.
Oh,
Jacob
pipe.
from the back row again.
Oh,
and he
no
couldn't pick
way.
that up.
There you go, you had a pipe.
That was a really good back row hit by Jacob.
It was a good block though. Like
And it was a really good
I
block.
commend the block. The block was good this
Yes. Without that block, that ball must have
time.
been going down.
No, yeah.
Ariane to serve. Really good float,
floaty.
but they pick it up.
Nice.
Scrambling to get it over.
Well done.
And as a free ball with the setter out, Marty goes to set
Nice
it.
set. Marty must be a
Jordan
backup
Rose
setter
it.
at this point.
Oh.
Marty must be a backup setter. Those sets are good.
Yeah, those sets have been really crisp. At the moment, IMS All-Stars are struggling to figure out who are supposed to be picking up these free balls. With simple rolls coming from Jordan, we haven't
Yeah.
seen Jordan do an aggressive spike
I
yet.
think at this point they need the concentration levels to not drop.
Really good serve, but
Nice.
really good receive by Chook.
Yeah, another
And it goes
one.
down to Jacob again. But Jacob puts out a good use,
very
but that's
bad receive. Let's go. Oh, hit it. Oh,
okay. That's a free ball, but it goes
Uh-oh.
really wide.
nice. Ooh, Nash has no chance with that. Yeah, no. Let's see if the concentration levels of the All-Stars team can remain high, because now the game has gone on for a little while.
Right now, AU is leading with 3 points, surprisingly. We did not expect AU to start leading. IMS All-Stars has made a little too many mistakes for them to prefer.
I think the AU lineup has grown into this game a bit more. Like they are a bit more confident now.
And Solomon has just been subbed in for
Ooh,
Archie.
float serve again.
Really good
Nice.
receive by Chuk and really good push.
Push! Oh, no way! He was there! Oh, that's so unlucky. He was there.
Ashikin is a really
Almost
good
saved
quality setter. Being able to push the ball that so far out with so
His
much
range
quality.
is insane.
Ashkin has to get this serve over and in. He needs to keep the pressure up, and that is a really good serve. But what a dime by
Very
Marty.
good, yes.
Down to Daniel.
Oh!
Good block from Solomon.
Yes, pipe,
And
let's
no.
go! Oh!
And it's a really good pipe by Marty.
There was no block at all, so he was just able to get a nice short one. You reckon those guys on the side helped?
Solomon up to serve now. He hasn't seen much of the game in these past 2 sets. Let's see if he can keep his place on the
yeah,
court. And
Marty
that's
was
a
trying to
huge
shield her again. It backfired this time.
Really unlucky by Marty. Marty is really trying to carry the serve receive. All-Stars know that. They know the weakness.
Out, don't touch it. Oh.
Ball stays in play.
Nice! Oh!
That's out. That's
Oh
out
my
by just
God.
barely.
Almost
It was a
pitch
really
perfect.
good idea by Marty.
Almost. That was very smart.
I want to see more of those because right now the space in those 2 deep
The
corners.
counter awareness.
No whistle. No whistle just yet.
Here we go again. Nice. Okay.
And it's over.
The
And it
dreaded
still plays.
Bebo again.
IMS All-Stars really has to pick up these free balls. They cannot be making mistakes like these.
They're just not expecting a ball to just come over like that. They're expecting the 3 touches.
They need to stay focused and be aware for when the ball might come over unexpectedly.
Oh,
Jordan with a
nice.
really good serve.
That's very
Ashikin
good.
forced to bump set it. Goes
Free
down to
ball
Serene.
now. Gotta make use of it.
Really
That's a
good
good
movement
free
by
ball.
Jordan.
Oh,
Marty has to make full use of this. Not aggressive enough. Goes down to Beth.
right now.
And a really good hit.
I was just about to say Ash doesn't have his best spikers in front court, but you know what? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because Beth making her name known. Beating out even the likes of Daniel Casozi.
She has a very good presence at the net. I'm impressed. Okay,
Really
it's over. Nice.
Scrambling here. And it's a pipe.
Oh,
What a good
nice
hit, but a really
save.
good pickup. Will is there to pick it up. Marty rolls it over. Really good free ball. And it's middle down again.
No,
And
there
it's
was
a
no
touch out.
touch. There's no touch. There's no touch. I don't think there was a touch. There was a net. Like the ball hit the net. I don't think it hit the
Unfortunately, it
hands.
goes out. It was a really
That
good
was such
idea.
an impressive dig, though.
It
Very
was a really
dig.
good idea by Ashikin to go down the middle twice.
Nice.
Good serve. Really
Good
good
receive.
really good pass by Solomon. And another pipe.
Shame.
Ashikin is really being really aggressive with this distribution now.
He's
not,
really faking out those blockers. Like, they don't know what he's gonna do.
not only going for backcourt opposite hits, but also going for the pipes.
Absolutely.
Right now, it's 2 points lead for AU. Really good stuff down the line again. Solomon receives it perfectly.
Oh, that is, put Will in a bad position there.
Ashikin is staying brave, but it seems like his quality of his sets have gone down quite a bit.
Oh!
Just barely out.
That would have been such a nice ace. Good idea. Very good idea. Bit too long, though.
Jacob serving now. Will we see another of his top spins, and will he get another
Let's
ace?
see the top spin serve. A floaty.
Really good serve. And it's another ace by Jacob. He picks out the libero very well.
You know what? I don't think the libero should have even gone for that bow. That bow was for Jordan.
Yes.
But I do commend that she tried, at least. At least she was brave enough to try to go for the ball.
She needs to stay calm mentally
Absolutely. Know which zone is hers. It's gonna make it easier as well.
And
Here
it's
we
to
go
Natalie
again.
again, but
Nice.
it's a
No,
good pickup
that's a
this
good
time.
receive. Oh, oh, oh,
It's a
oh.
bad set. Solomon picks up the free ball.
That's a very low set.
And that's a net touch. And that's a point.
Ooh, first net touch from AU.
That is the first net touch. It was really unfortunate. If the block stayed up and they did not touch the net, that would have been a
The
really
set
strong
was
block.
quite low, honestly, so they had a very good chance to block that. Now it's 13-0.
And Jacob is on his third serve. So
Nice receive.
Natalie again.
It's over, though.
And that's out by Will. And now IMS All-Stars are leading. IMS All-Stars are leading for the first time this set. They need to extend this lead. As long as Jacob is serving, they have a chance.
Out, yes, good leave, good leave. He was again trying to target the lib.
These serves are really intentional right now. They are really trying to pick out the libero. And here we see a libero sub. We see Stella making her first debut, the number 12. Making her first debut for the AU team. Really good
Nice
receive. That is a
receive.
3-point pass right there.
Oh,
And Jacob wasn't ready for
wasn't
that.
expecting it either. Nice.
Really good set.
Oh!
But unfortunately, they couldn't pick it up. Stella was almost there to pick it up. But it just slips out of hands.
Is there...
It is now a
Oh, a
substitution.
sub. Oh, Jerome is coming on. Let's see. Oh,
Might be a fan favorite right here.
he's gonna bring the fireworks now. Wow.
Now the question is Jerome pinch serving or is
Jerome
Jerome
and
staying on the
Jacob.
court? Jerome and Jacob both on the court at the same time, but both of them are at the back court. So once they go to the front
Are
court,
you doing a
got
pen and a pipe? I don't know.
and if they get to the front court, you got Jacob and Jerome.
Oh.
That is a terrifying front
I
court
feel like
right there.
AU shouldn't let them get out of that of the rotation that they're in now at all.
You can see that the AU coach Joshua is arguing with the other
What is
coach
happening
here.
right now? Mishap?
I think they're arguing about the number of girls on the court right now.
There is only one girl on the court, you're right. For those stars. Is there a rule that specifically says you need to have, like, how many girls you need to have on the
I
court?
am unsure.
It is a little, yeah, it is a bit of a mismatch to have two girls and only one girl on the other side.
The refs don't say anything about it. Jerome was almost going to try a topspin there.
What's happening? Oh, God. Let's see how this is going to affect both teams, to be honest. It is a big break.
There's a lot of drama going down on the court right now.
I don't think there should have been a specified number of girls on the court, though, because it is a bit of a gray area now.
So this
Oh. I think that the ref might make them switch. Let's see what happens. Tin is really arguing his case. I think he won't be able to. I think he's forced. Yeah,
I
he'll
think
be
they're
forced to go
revoke
off.
the decision.
Yeah, yeah.
And Jerome won't be able to pinch serve. He'll have to wait
To be
until
honest, I kind of get it though. I kind of get it. You do, like, I kind of get it. It is a bit frustrating. We can't see both of them on court, but I get it. Like, two girls on court is like, yeah.
Yeah. You have to keep the game fair. But it's a good serve nonetheless.
Oh,
And
a C. Let's go.
But the ball stays in play. Two players are
Out.
struck out at the same time.
That's a shame. I love that C though. Love it.
That was a really good attempt by Will. Really brave of him. Will has been pumping out these C sets a lot this game. I think they know that the blocks down the middle are daunting, and they always have at least two blockers up. And that's why they need to make the middle blocker move a bit. Solomon are he's really solid with these serve
That was
receives.
a very nice high set that gave him a time from the return to go to his position and then go and spike. It was a very nice set.
Solomon has been really defensively solid. And you can tell that even the choices between Solomon and Archie, like these two outsides, they're fantastic at their job. Jordan covers for Natalie.
Nice set.
Transition straight into an
Make her use-
offense,
oh!
and unfortunately out.
That's a shame. He went between them as well. Like it was a good idea just to beat too hard. It was a very good set though. That is the set that you want to attack.
Yes, exactly. I'm very glad that he went for an aggressive hit there, because that is what AU needs. IMS All-Stars 2 points ahead. Marty
Nice.
with a good receive.
Oh,
to
great set
Jordan.
again.
Tip again, but Jacob is there.
Nice. Ooh.
Aggressive hit.
Yes, Jacob. Nice.
Oh, goes for
Let's
the
go.
oppo.
Nice.
And that's a
Okay,
free ball.
Save it. Oh.
Jacob back row. Strong
Yes!
hit, and it stays
What
up.
a dig! Let's go!
And
Let's
it's
go! What a dig from Emma! Let's go! Great dig from Jacob's spike as well. Let's go.
Unfortunately, Serene just didn't know that the ball was out.
She wasn't expecting it, yeah. She probably should have received like maniacal shouts that it was out.
Ariane with a really good and strong serve, and that's a beautiful receive by Solomon again. Goes aggressive,
Oh!
and that's straight in between.
Don't die. Oh god. Okay, good. I think Solomon is shielding Jacob with the receives as well.
Indeed, indeed. And Solomon has full privilege to do so because his receives have been beautiful.
Absolutely. I think it is very important to know who is your good receiver.
And he goes for the lip again, but that is a beautiful
very
receive.
good pass. That's the pass you're expecting from him.
And that is a pipe by Marty, and he picks out that spot.
That placement. He's been trying those. Finally worked in that corner. That court awareness.
Marty is showing his experience in the game right now. He knows where those players are standing, and he knows where to score.
Nice.
Really good serve by Will.
That is a
And
very
that's
good
a
receive.
beautiful dime.
Oh, Jacob is front
And that
court.
is a beautiful spike.
Ooh. Not a bad receive from Marty there.
The offensive options of this IMS All-Star team is beautiful.
Oh, hey, you are calling a timeout. It was time. We are at the final stretch of the third set, and now Jacob is front court for the All-Stars team, which is bad news for the AU lineup. We'll see if they can handle him any better than they have for the last two sets. And we're back on court. Let's see which team is going to make use of the timeout better. It's Solomon serving. Is he going to target the lip again? Yep. All right, they can play this out. Nice. Yeah, Jacob cannot jump, but he still made a very, very good push over the net. Because he's backcourt, he cannot jump right now, I don't think. No. No, he can. Again at the lib. Nice save by Emma. Very good push. Oh, nice save, come on. Nice. Very good save from the AU squad. Oh, yes! Intelligent spike. With a blocker as well. The All-Stars team now has a very, very healthy 4-point lead. That's a better pass from the lip.
Oh, really bad set.
Oh, no. Now the lead is stretched out to 5.
IMS All-Stars are now leading 5 points. AU has used up 2 of their...
Great set by Beth, the number 16 middle from the All-Stars.
No
She had a
way.
block as well.
Oh,
on
wow.
her, and she was able to do it.
Yeah, she has been one of the better girl players in this game.
I definitely can see her in the next year, say either development trees,
Exactly.
middle. I
Exactly.
can so see her.
And if I gotta say so, Solomon, Archie, Jerome, Ashikin,
Jacob.
and Jacob, Will, all of these players can make AU.
Absolutely.
All of
they're
these
so
players can make
solid.
AU, especially Chook. Chook can definitely make AU too. Right now, devs have to show that they deserve this spot in AU. They have been chosen here for a reason.
Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see. We
And
have
here we go.
Jerome for the first time in this set.
Jerome
Let's
is being
go.
subbed in. Will we see another one of those monster spikes from him?
Okay, there's 2 girls on court. No more drama.
Solomon to serve now. Good
Nice.
serve. Marty with a good receive.
Yes.
Goes to
let's see.
Daniel.
Oh.
Daniel rolls it over.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, nice.
Good use by
Another roll as
Jerome. Very
well.
smart.
Nice back set. Let's go.
And it's a good hit.
Nice. Very good hit. Very good set. I love that set.
Beth was up there. She got her hand on it, but unfortunately, she just didn't keep her hand square to the net, and she got blocked out.
All right.
And it's
The
Jordan's
AU
serve
lineup
now.
can do something with this serve now. Can they rack up a few points?
They cannot afford any more missed serves.
All right.
It's a
nice.
really
It's a
good
free.
receive.
You. Nice.
And that's out. Very good lead by Jordan.
decision.
Did not lose composure at that moment. It's 22-19 right now.
Serene's free balls have been very, very strong out.
A 3-point lead. Chook with a really good receive. And it goes out to Jerome. Can he make use of it? And
no.
unfortunately, he gets blocked by
That's
Marty.
shame.
It is a difficult matchup here, ladies and gentlemen, in the left side of the court.
I think it's a worthy matchup with Marty and Jerome on that side. I think the set was a little bit short
Yes,
for Jerome,
yes.
which gave Marty more of a chance.
And Marty might be one of the only few people who can contest
Absolutely,
with
absolutely.
Jerome.
It's actually very good timing for the AU squad that both Marty and Jerome are front court at the same time.
Unless they start putting out Ariane together
Yes.
with Marty, because what they need is the middle blocker to start getting there earlier.
Absolutely,
Because right now, the middle blocker of the AU team, they are not getting there fast enough.
absolutely.
But in
yeah. It's
comparison-
mostly like a one-person block most of the time.
And in comparison, AU, the IMS All-Stars, even Beth, we're talking about Beth, we're talking about Will. These 2 players have been getting to their pins so quick and getting their hands up so quick.
Absolutely
why-
putting on the pressure.
And that's why the pin hitters are rolling and they're not hitting with aggression. Good serve.
Oh,
No, I take that
no,
back.
you
That
don't
is not
want
what
that.
they want.
The timeout worked.
They only have 2 points error of margin right now.
Okay, Beth to serve. Let's
Left
see.
to serve, and Will is now up front court with Jerome, and that is a very dangerous lineup right there.
That is. Oh.
Really good serve. Very
Nice
good pickup by
receive.
Stella.
Yes.
And he goes down to Daniel. Setter
Okay,
is out, but
Setter's
Will
out.
picks it up. Will Jerome
Oh.
make something of this? And what a
No!
tip! What a tip by
The
Jerome.
lip knew, but she couldn't get there.
Not only is he strong, he's smart. And it's 24-20, match point to
Oh God.
IMS All-Stars. Beth to serve.
Oh, that's out.
And they pick it up.
That's out.
Forced to do a free
Uh-oh,
here.
nice
They
free
pick out a good
ball.
spot, but Ashikin gets there.
Oh no, Jerome.
And Jerome is there. And he closes out the game.
Yeah.
And that
Good
is what we want to see.
substitution.
Jerome slamming it
Jerome
down.
showing why he subbed on. Wow.
Seeing no fear, even in front of 2 blocks. He said, so what?
Doesn't care,
He
bro.
says, so what? I'm going to slam it as hard as I can.
Absolutely.
And the blocks cannot keep up.
All right, the AU lineup needs to win the next set, else they're out. I feel like teams. Oh, I think like things could have been different if if Jordan made his serve a few more times. I think things could have gotten interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
That missed serve after the timeout cost them, because his serve is actually quite good. It's very, very dangerous when it goes over the net.
Right now, serves is the #1 weapon for teams.
Absolutely.
It keeps pressure. It's your first attack of the game, and whoever has the serve during the end stages of the game, ultimately decides it.
Absolutely.
And we've seen that for these past 3 sets, where these 3 sets, whoever has the last few serves, they win it. So what they need to do is to not miss serves, especially in those crucial moments. The coaches might tell them, okay, you might want to opt for a safer option.
Yeah, absolutely. You just need the serve to be in, because if you miss it, you just give the point. You're not even fighting for the point. You don't give the other team a chance to mess up.
Precisely. You need the rally to keep going. But it's quite difficult considering that IMS All-Stars has been really defensively strong. This is building up to be a very exciting game, ladies and gentlemen. It is quite even. It's 2-1. 2 sets to IMS All-Stars currently. If IMS All-Stars can close this out, they can be crowned winners of this Challenger Cup.
Let's see if the AU lineup can bring this to a tiebreak set.
I've been so impressed by the whole of the IMS lineup right now. Last year we had Manos, Yestin, and some other players that were very stand out, but we have never seen such a well-rounded IMS team such as this one.
It's been a very enjoyable game, honestly. Like, they have surprised me as well with how good they've been.
Precisely. And the coaches have done a really good job of switching the players around. The IMS All-Stars coaches have been collaborating within the 3 of them, between
Absolutely.
the 3 of them, and making the right substitutions for the right moments. Switching out Jacob for Jerome for when you need the offense, for when you need someone to close the game out, and switching Will to Beth for someone that's more consistent.
I kind of feel that the All-Stars team does have more options to bring off the bench. They do have more options to experiment with, which puts them in a better position, especially in the later stages of those sets.
That is true, but even then, like, they have the same number of players.
True.
Which goes to show that IMS All-Stars, their coaches have made the right choices in terms of recruiting and in terms of choosing the team.
Exactly.
So for context for any of the viewers that do not know, the IMS All-Stars coaches picked out some of the best players from IMS Volleyball and put them into training sessions together. And by the end of this, at the end, before the week of All-Stars versus AU, they pick, I think, 10 to 12 of their best players to show and to play in this beautiful match. And that's why we say that Tin, Nahian, they've done a really good job in recruiting so far. Natalie is back on as the starting libero.
The AU lineup cannot let their heads drop now. They really need this set.
Oh wow. Hold on a minute. Will is not setting.
Who's setting? They're giving him a break, yeah.
I think we've got Jordan setting.
Huh, yeah.
This is a much bigger lineup here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Sharif, we got Marty, we got Jordan and Aryan. This might be an interesting lineup because now we got Jordan, who was previously the outside, now setting. And he's going to start the game off, start the set off for us here. Let's see how he does.
Nice serve. Nice receive.
Really good receive.
Oh!
And unfortunately, they tried for the shoot, but it just wasn't enough. But that was a beautiful receive by Beth. Who knew that the middle could receive?
She can do it all now.
She's not playing middle now. She's playing opposite.
Oh. Nice. Nice receive. Okay.
That is a free ball. Natalie has to
Can they
make full use of
capitalize
this.
now?
And that's a pipe down to Sharif.
Pipe already.
Sharif rolls it, but Chook picks it up with ease. And that's Will again.
Oh,
Good use of that.
Very smart. Very smart.
Very
Everybody's
smart
going
use
front.
by Will.
Everybody was kind of bunched up in the middle, so he just went, let me go to the corner.
Their defensive positioning has to be better.
Absolutely.
Ashikin with a strong serve.
Oh,
Really good
nice
and strong top spin.
receive.
But that's a good
nice
pass.
set. Oh.
They don't make full use of it. Ashikin has a
looks
chance
like
now.
a carry.
Bev goes on to hit. Left hand.
Oh, what a hit. Let's go.
Marty goes up. Rolls it down the line. What a that is a beautiful choice by Marty. That fooled me. That fooled the refs.
A very unorthodox way that he hit the ball.
Yes, exactly. His body was squared up to cross.
Absolutely.
And that's why the libero was completely taken off guard. But he rose it from the opposite direction. And Stella is now on. It looks like they're trying to switch out the liberos between serve receives and when they do have the serve.
No, not the line. Come on. Oh, no.
AU cannot be doing
The
this.
coach of the AU lineup is like, oh, my God, man, please.
Joshua is very, very upset with that. It looks more like a two-man receive here.
Nice. Do back. Oh.
And Sharif goes on.
Oh, the row. Let's go. Nice. Smart.
Sharif takes advantage of Ashikin's slow speed and rolls it down. And yet again, the Libs are switching out. Aryan to serve now. It's 2-all, quite an even game.
Oh, the
Not
receive is
not
not
the perfect receive, but it stays in play, but unfortunately doesn't
No
net touch.
way. Let it go. I would have let it go just for how good that kick
Yeah.
was. Wow.
For the love of the sport,
Absolutely.
because that was a beautiful
I needed
kick.
to see where that point was going to go.
Yeah, exactly. What a serve.
Nice serve.
Serene
Nice
picks it up.
receive.
The ball stays in play.
Oh,
Solomon
that's
can make
such a
full use
set
of that.
from there.
Jordan's setting.
Nice. Oh, it's
It isn't a
close
great
to the net.
set.
There's a net touch.
Net touch by IMS All-Stars.
Okay.
They will be very happy to see that IMS All-Stars touch the net, because that set might have been really bad.
It was very close to the net.
Yeah.
Very close.
I was thinking that Marty touched the net.
Yeah,
Sharif
I was
touched the
thinking,
net.
whose net touch was it?
Yeah. Jordan right now is having a really... He's getting to these balls much quicker.
There
and
is
a
no
strong
block.
spike
Both
down by
blockers were
Solomon.
so late and literally not next to each other. There was a huge, huge gap between the two.
You can tell that the moment Solomon saw no hands up, he smashed that thing
No,
straight
I
down.
saw him jump and I was like, where is the block? It's crazy.
Well now with... Oh, what a serve!
Whoa,
That
what a good
float.
receive though. Nice.
Sharif pushes it really, really well.
Oh,
And he
there
goes
you
down
go.
to Jerome in the middle.
Jerome in the middle. I just noticed. Wow.
Very unlucky from IMS All-Stars for it to roll so unpredictably like that. Emma now to serve. AU is leading by 3 points.
Nice.
Good serve.
Decent.
And
wow.
That is a
okay.
very good cover by Chook.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they just couldn't get it over. That was a really good serve by Emma.
Damn.
One of her best serves in this game. Will the captain make a standout performance? Especially in these stages of the game.
Nice.
Really good serve.
Little
Short
serve.
spin.
Oh.
Goes to Beth.
Nice.
Really good tip.
Yes.
But they are there. And Daniel goes in with the open hit.
Out jumps Jerome with that one. Nice. Okay,
He
that
hit
was
it over
impressive.
Jerome. It's a battle of the heights down at the middle of the net.
It's a very interesting choice to have Jerome as middle right now. I don't think he's as used to that
Yet
position.
another brilliant serve by Emma.
Oh, block. Yes!
And they get it up.
Oh! That was a good block by Dylan. It gave them a chance. Very unlucky that they couldn't play it out.
It's a 4-point lead to AU right now. Can IMS All-Stars bring their momentum back to the game?
Oh. If they don't sort out the rotation.
Beth with the serve.
Nice.
Nice and
Okay.
high.
Oh.
That was not the greatest of receives.
Yes, yes! Oh, nice, just out. At least she tried, she tried.
She tried for an aggressive hit, even at the backcourt. Jordan was trying to just make full use of that bad receive.
Nice.
Yet another high ball. That's a good receive this time. Jerome was up there, but that is no use.
Oh my god! Jerome jumped way too early, and also he wasn't right next to Ash. There was again a gap between their
Yes.
blocks. When I saw Jerome jump, I'm like, oh my god, it's game over. But
And that is what AU needs. AU needs Sharif to start slamming these balls and bring the momentum
absolutely,
back. It's 9-5
it's good
right now.
he started in the lineup.
Yes. I think Sharif being in this game is the move.
Oh,
Good ball
block
up
him.
to Solomon.
Oh, yes,
It's a
block.
really good block.
Let's go.
And it's back to Ashikin and again back to Solomon. Hits it again. And Daniel
Locked
blocks
up
him.
twice.
And this is what we were saying about Daniel. Even though he is an undersized middle blocker, he can get there. He has the speed. He has the hop.
First time he was locked up by Jordan, second time by Dylan. Oh!
That might have been in. That might have been in. Brilliant serve.
Sharif is starting to shine right now.
What a serve. That was a very hard
Wow.
decision for the line ref. And we will talk about Manos, but Manos is the line referee at the IMS All-Star side.
Oh,
Hard
nice
receive.
serve.
Solomon has to make full use of this. Jerome gets up, tips it. Oh my days!
Oh, no way.
Smooth tip.
You
What
could
a
see the
smooth
tip
tip.
from my way, though. There was nothing else he could do with that.
But that was a very
Oh.
well executed tip.
Very short.
The libero has to stay in focus, and especially the
Absolutely.
backcourt opposite. He has to be watching for those things.
Absolutely, he had no other options.
Really good float.
Whoa,
But that's
nice
a brilliant receive by Natalie.
Oh,
Can they
it's
make
a bit
full use
short,
of this?
A bit short, nice.
Okay, it's a free ball. But there's a scramble.
Oh,
Serene puts it over.
Yes, let's
Free
go.
ball. Brilliant receive by Natalie again. And it's a
Oh,
pipe down to
oh.
Sharif. He pushes it down.
It was a bit
It's
short.
over again. Back to AU.
Oh, it's a bit short again. Out,
And that's a block
yeah,
out.
it's out.
Brilliant use by Marty.
Nice. Ooh. That was a great point.
That
Wow.
was a great rally. Both teams are showing very good grit.
I was on
Very
my
good
toes.
endurance. Both teams refuse to let the ball drop. Right now there is a 6-point deficit for IMS All-Stars.
Nice. Ooh,
Brilliant
very good
receive.
receive.
Brilliant receive.
Nice.
But nothing that
you
can
gotta
be
play
made
it
out
out,
of it.
yes.
Jordan pushes it to Marty again. Daniel picks it up.
Go back, yes.
And Emma.
There you go. Go back.
Easy ball for Chuck.
Oh no, oh
Down
no.
to Jerome.
Oh!
And Arian blocks him. That's a 7-point lead for
Got
AU.
locked up by Arian, nice. Jerome really isn't comfortable in that position though. I think his best strength is out wide.
I agree. I definitely agree. I think Beth should be put back into the middle position.
Absolutely,
And
I
we
agree.
need Jacob and Jerome back into the game together with Archie.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that type of experimentation was needed when you literally just need to win this set and you win.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they want to try different things, respect.
And to give game time.
There is still time to change or for Jerome to kind of grow into the position.
I think at this moment they need a stronger defensive lineup and they need someone who can go out there and finish the ball.
Absolutely.
And when you've got players like, what's his name, Jacob, you've got players like Jerome, you need to put on these players.
Absolutely.
And at their core positions, you need to let Jerome fly at his highest height. And with more options, because when he's put in the middle, he's got less time to adjust.
Absolutely. He doesn't have as much space either.
Yeah. And Arian, the two middle blockers from AU are doing a really good job of tracking the middle. They're putting their hands on, matching where their hitting hand is. Right now is Daniel serving. 13 to 6.
Can he make the serve?
We've got some changes here.
Stressing about time again. Ooh, Jacob is coming on. Oh, okay. Oh, what?
We've just got a red card.
Red card? What's happening?
We've just got a red card to who?
Tin? Wow. For time wasting, yeah?
That is unheard of. I've never seen a red card in my life.
What do you do with a red card with this?
You have to exit the venue, but I don't think they're gonna do that.
I
for
don't.
this.
Maybe he was joking.
I don't know.
Red card in a volleyball match.
Lilana picks that up. That was a really difficult ball to pick up, but unfortunately miscommunication. Serene is not focusing yet again.
That's going to piss the libero off so much. That ball was so high, so
That
much
is-
time.
That was a very difficult ball to pick up too. Now we see that IMS All-Stars are back with their 4-man receive. We've got Solomon, Jacob, Lilana, and Serene. And Emma picks out the right person.
Nasty placement.
That is a very good receive. It's a 10-point lead now for AU.
They
I
need
don't
to
think
keep it up
IMS
for sure.
How can IMS All-Stars bring it back? And that's
bad receive
another
from the
ace
lip.
by Daniel.
You know how we were saying about keeping things the same?
Yeah.
They haven't kept things the same and it's showing.
Yeah. IMS All-Stars are losing all of their momentum. It's an 11-point
rhythm
lead
is
for
gone at the
AU
minute.
now.
Oh, no, another
And that is
one,
another ace by
another
Daniel.
one.
That's 3 aces in a row for Daniel.
And this is doing something for their confidence. Oh, no.
And it's another timeout for IMS All-Stars. What
Don't
went
touch
wrong?
what isn't broken.
Yeah, what went wrong? What went wrong? I think we all know what went
I
wrong.
think Jerome being in middle and also changing the lib right now, I think those two things have messed with the All-Star lineup.
The coaches were making good decisions up until now. Why did they make those decisions?
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose when you're creative.
The referees are now communicating about what's happening. It's now 18-6, the largest lead by far in this game. Probably more than double the second lead. We've got Daniel serving now. Daniel serves nice and high,
But
and
it's
called
out.
out. That timeout really messed with his momentum, and it was a good decision by the
Still doesn't matter
coaches.
for now, though.
Yeah, because there is still an 11-point lead for IMS All-Stars to overcome.
Jerome serving, let's see.
That is a really far distance. Might he topspin?
Nice receive, but it forces them into a free ball. Another free ball. Oh, what happened there? No way. Oh,
Very
the AU team
Bad
cannot lose
miscommunication.
their concentration now. The faster they finish this, the more momentum they have in going into the tiebreak.
Will was right to spot that corner out. Jerome is to serve again. Another jump floater. Very good receive by Marty. Goes out to Marty once again. Pushes it to the deep corner.
That's it.
And
That's it.
out.
One of them is showing in. Arya is showing in. Yeah. That's
And it's
very
called out by the
interesting.
first referee.
Damn.
Very unlucky by Marty.
Very unlucky.
That was a really good decision by Marty.
There's still a 9-point lead.
That is not
Unlucky.
You
You need to
must-
have those in though. When you have this big of a deficit, you need every serve you can get.
what Lilana is back
Jerome's
on,
out.
and Jerome is out for Lilana.
Jacob's back
Jordan's
on
up
though.
to serve. Really good.
Oh no.
Yet again, Jordan has missed another serve. I think that's three missed serves for him this set.
Oh, Ash serving. Let's see. Can he make use of that top spin serve of his?
Really good.
Nice receive, but it's over
And
the
it's
net.
gone over.
It's
But
over
that
the
free
net
ball wasn't
again.
made good use of it.
Go
Jordan's
back,
up to
yes.
set. Marty hitting
Yes,
opposite.
yes.
And that's a good block out by Marty.
Nice.
These free ball passes haven't been fantastic, especially in this fourth set.
Yes.
we can see that the
Ooh.
players are getting tired.
You are making a substitution.
Making another substitution. Arian out for Bell.
For Beth, I think. No. Bella. There you go, Bella.
Marty to serve.
Out. Oh no. Okay, nice.
Good pickup by Solomon.
Ooh,
It
ooh,
comes to
ooh.
Jacob.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
unfortunately, it hits the net and out.
Okay, good. Now it's from the hands. It's from the hands. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what?
Good communication between the line ref and the first ref there. Serene up to serve. She hasn't had the greatest of sets so far, but this serve
Nice.
has been good. Easy pickup for Sharif though,
Oh!
and that's a good block by the IMS All-Stars, showing that the size difference is a difference maker.
The deficit is diminishing slowly.
From an 11-point lead has now come to an 8-point lead, but can they bring this back? It's a good serve again, but Sharif picks
Go
it up
back,
with
yes.
ease.
Nice.
Emma hits it.
Oh,
That's a really good ball.
We know where that's
This
going.
is the chance. Solomon rolls it down. It's
Oh,
up.
Save it!
It's up.
Save it! Oh my god! Oh
And
my
it's up
god!
again. Jordan puts it out to Emma.
Oh please, over, yes!
Linana. Oh, they're scrambling. They're scrambling.
Oh, it's a free! Come on, make use of it!
That's a free ball. They have to make full use of it.
Oh no, it's
And
a
that's
free.
too simple. That's too simple. And it's over again.
No way!
How has AU
The point finishes
Messed
by
that
a
up.
free ball. No way.
How
After
has
all the
AU
fight that they did to actually keep that ball up from that net. Oh, that's painful.
How has AU messed that up? It's another serve again, and we're on.
They need to get
We're
back
going
to
again.
flow.
Sharif
Let's go.
with the beautiful set.
Oh,
and yet again,
locked up by
IMS All-Stars are
Jacob.
coming back. It's now a 6-point lead. Just a 6-point lead.
Oh god.
A comeback does not seem very far-fetched now. What do you think, Mika, of this fourth set? Now that
I think that they should, that the AU lineup shouldn't have made any changes and just get that over the line, because it is very, like, the momentum in this game just keeps shifting so easily. Like, for some reason, all the momentum was sucked out of the AU lineup.
But that is the
So
game of
quickly.
volleyball.
Yeah,
That is the game of
true.
volleyball. Momentum shifts left to right, to team. Anytime there is a mistake, anytime where there is a good hit,
Like, in this rotation right now, the AU squad really cannot find a good hitting option. They're just all getting locked up at the moment.
exactly. Right now, they're not even utilizing their middle blockers at all.
Absolutely not, no. Middle blocker gotta scream, be like, I exist, give me the ball.
The change to the original lineup of IMS All-Stars has proven to be the right decision.
Absolutely, yes. Let's see, can she make another serve?
Serene up to serve. That is a very beautiful serve, and it's up! What a serve
An
by
ace!
Serene, and that's Serene's first ace of the game.
This is why serving is so important. She hasn't missed a serve. That's how many in a row? 4 or 5 serves? That's
Yeah,
very
that's
good.
4 or 5 serves without
You want
missing.
consistency, honestly.
And that is what IMS All-Stars need. They cannot be missing serves at this stage of the game, and Serene completely understands that. It goes back to Emma, but it's a really bad set.
They were able to get it out
Can
somehow.
Ashley can make use of this. It's Jacob.
Oh,
The ball does not fall.
no way!
Free ball.
Oh my god.
And that is not ideal.
Free ball, they need to
That's
make
a free
use
ball
of
over.
this.
They have to kill this. What a tip! But Ashley can pick that back up. The rally keeps on going. It's back to Emma once
Oh
again.
no, not there.
Emma tips it back.
Uh-oh.
They have to tip, and IMS
my
All-Stars gets that point. It is now a
God.
4-point lead for AU.
Anything that AU does right now does not work.
AU
Oh
has
my
not
God.
scored for 6 consecutive points. Serene is still serving. It has gone from an 11-point lead
The
to a 4-point lead.
consistency of her serve
ladies
is a
and gentlemen.
game changer right now. Oh, but she missed right as I said it. I jinxed it.
Commentators curse. Commentators curse.
No, yeah. But
But
still,
the-
having like 6 serves, nobody has done this in this game.
The lead has shrunk by a massive amount. The next server to go is Will. And Will has a very consistent serve too.
Nice.
Arian with a big strong serve, and
Okay,
that's an
there we
ace.
go.
That is what AU needed.
Nice.
That is what AU needed, a big strong serve and an ace. There is now only 3 points left for AU to close down the game. And
Absolutely.
a 6-point lead for AU.
They need to shake off that loss of momentum. Nice, nice
A
play.
very good serve, but it's straight to Solomon, who is by far the best serve receiver.
Yes, nice. Play it. Nice.
Very good use by Sharif.
Nice.
Ashikan is there ready. Goes out to Solomon.
Oh!
And that is a beautiful spike. That is a beautiful spike by Solomon going down the line against 2 blockers blocking the cross.
Will is serving.
And it is now the second most consistent server of the IMS All-Stars team. Will up at the service line at this crucial point of the game. It's 22-17. Can they bring this game back? It is a nice and high serve.
Good receive. Yes.
It goes out to Daniel,
Yes.
gives him full
Yes,
freedom, and he gets that
that's
point.
it.
He stops Will at his tracks.
Very good placement.
Stella is back in. It's 23-17. 2 points to close out the game. AU needs to close out this game.
Can she make the serve in? Yes. Okay, nice.
It's a good receive by Solomon.
Oh.
Goes back out to Solomon again.
Wow, Solomon's
They pick it up.
everywhere.
It's play on. Ashikan's out.
Ash is out.
They need to make full use of this.
Nice spike. Oh, oh.
They have to get this over. They have to get this over.
Please get
And
it
it is
over.
over.
Nice. Oh,
It is not a good receive by
shank
Serene.
ball.
They have to make full use of this. And that might be out.
It's out.
And that is 1 point left for AU.
Good grit from AU. Won the battle of the free ball.
Yeah, it has been an increasingly chaotic game,
Absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen. Free balls here and there, but no one being able to make the good pass. And that is an ace to close out the game.
Emma
It's
closes it
2-2.
with an ace. Let's go. We're gonna get a tiebreak as you wanted. 3-2.
And who
yeah?
other person to do that ace than Marty?
Absolutely.
Marty is the most important player for AU at this moment. He has been defensively solid, he has been a threat offensively, and he can do it all.
He's everywhere.
The last set will decide today's All-Star final. We can cheer for All-Stars, please.
You know what? I have to commend the coaches of the All-Stars. They showed that what they did didn't work, and they went, my mistake, go back, and they almost go back. Like, they really made the EU lineup sweat in the last set.
It is very difficult now though. We are now at the last set. The last set is only a 15-point game,
Absolutely.
and the people who has the momentum right now are AU. AU has the momentum carrying on onto this 5th set. The IMS All-Star coaches must bring back what was originally succeeding to close out this game.
Any momentum shifts now are going to be colossal because it's only 15 points. You don't have the time to wait for momentum to switch. You have to forcefully pull it back.
What do you expect the starting lineup to be for the IMS All-Stars this time? Monica?
I would hope it's probably how they started this game, maybe.
I would really want to see Jacob back in the
Yes.
game. Jacob has to get back into the
Absolutely,
game.
absolutely.
Jacob is too defensively solid, and he is also an offensive threat. He's a
Yeah.
stronger offensive threat than even Marty.
If
And
they can somehow get Jacob and Archie front court, I think that would be good for Ash.
yes, currently Jacob has been a pivotal part of IMS All-Stars, and once Jacob is off the court, you can really see the difference.
Absolutely.
But Serene is back into the game. She's regaining her composure with her streak of serves. She's back in the game.
This team talk really has to work some magic for both teams.
Someone that I surprisingly didn't expect to deteriorate in performance is Ashikan. I think there-
Yeah.
I think there's been a lot of pressure on Ashikan to keep moving.
I think also the receives have gotten a bit more chaotic for him though.
Yes, it
the
has.
receives, like the balls that he's receiving, are not as pinpoint as they were at the
Yes, it
start.
has, yes.
So he's having to set from more challenging positions, which is affecting his set rate.
And Ashikin cannot utilize Will or cannot utilize Beth in the middle
Yes, absolutely.
at this rate. But what we can see now that they've brought on the original lineup, they've brought on Ashikin to set Solomon again. Jacob is now back in the game
Yes.
alongside
right.
Will, Serene, and Beth.
Yes, absolutely.
AU are sticking with their 4th set lineup, which might be the smartest choice.
And Jordan is still gonna set. They're keeping him as their setter for this game.
I think they've seen how incredibly important speed is to setters to be able to
Absolutely.
adjust to the out-of-system pass.
His sets have brought a bit of consistency as well to their attack.
Yes, it has. And with his ability to also have a higher block,
Absolutely, yes. His jump is better.
it's a better defensive option. Okay, we got the game
Alright.
starting now. We got Stella starting as the libero.
We need that serve to be in.
Is Bro posing for the camera?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Aura farming.
I don't know what the ref is waiting for, to be honest. Maybe check that all the lineups are fine. Okay, there you
And it's
go.
off.
We're
The fifth
on the
set.
way.
Good serve by Jordan.
Nice!
Really good pickup by Solomon though. It's back to Solomon. And he gets blocked by Aryan.
Good start for the lineup.
Aryan is keeping a really good job of tracking where the ball goes. He knows that if it is an out-of-system pass, it is going to the outside.
Nice.
Really good pass by Solomon. This time he goes for the dump,
Ash.
but it's easily picked up by Sharif. It is another tip
Oh,
that's a
not
point
the net touch.
to AU. Net violation.
That is not going to do any good for Ash's confidence, that net touch. You really need to get him back in this game.
Ash's aggression has toned down quite a lot, considering that the passes haven't been the best. Serene with
All
a really
right,
good pass.
that's okay. That's okay. Ooh.
Solomon up again, up
Oh,
against Aryan
that's
again,
blocked,
but that's
yes.
a block out. Jordan gets up. Emma with the
Nice
hit.
free ball. Nice. Okay. Let's see what this. Oh,
What a
he
hit.
doesn't make a mistake this
What a hit.
time. He jumped so high. With
does.
his frame, it's very impressive. Ooh, Ash to serve. Let's see. Can he bring that set number 1 type serve?
Solomon cannot
Oh.
be fouled twice.
Oh,
Marty with the
great decision, just overhit.
I'm not even sure that was the best decision because 3 of the defenders were quite backcourt. They would
Yeah.
have picked that up with ease.
True, true.
He should have just made something
I
more
think
of
that's
a
why
threat.
he overhit it as well, because they saw them that they're quite far
That is
back.
a really,
Oh,
really not ideal for AU, but now they have a free ball. They must make good use of this. It goes down to Aryan with the open block.
oh, there you go. Nice.
AU has the momentum back. They know that there is a mismatch down the middle and they are using Aryan to its full abilities.
Can Marty make his serve in? Nice
Really
serve.
good, really good serve. Jacob is forced to.
Oh, no
And what
way.
a
Not
tip.
the net helping.
What
Wow.
a tip. Some might say luck, some might say intentional. I say it's part of the game.
A part of the game, absolutely.
Players must be ready for when it hits the net and rolls like that. Solomon up to serve now. It's free all.
Nice.
A really good receive by Marty.
Nice.
Sets to
Okay,
Emma.
that's
Emma
a hit.
puts it back. Shook with a really good receive, but Ashikin
Nice.
is
Oh,
forced
oh,
out of
oh,
system.
oh,
A really good hit by Jacob, but that's blocked by Sharif.
Wow, that's the first time he's been this locked out. Wow. Sharif has really been good for the past 2 sets. Wow.
This might be a sign for Jerome to come back into the game.
Yeah. Bring back Jerome.
Aryan with a big strong serve, but Chook with a beautiful receive. It goes down to the middle for Bell.
Oh.
I mean Beth. And Sharif rolls it down to the pit, but Solomon is ready for that. Ashkin puts out a set to Jacob.
No,
He pushes
yes.
it down to the deep corner, but he picks it up. Sharif slashes it down,
Ooh,
and it's gone.
Can he get
Can
it?
he get
Can
it?
he get it?
It hits the ceiling and down.
That's ceiling, man.
Sharif has been pivotal to this team's success. Once again, Aryan serving. Can he put out one of those beautiful sets?
Nice.
Shook picks it up. Ashikin has to run for
Oh,
it. Beautiful set.
That's a,
And that's beautiful by Jacob. A beautiful decision.
Now that's an amazing set from that position. Back set. Wow.
Ashikin is adjusting really nicely. I think the make or break here will be the setters.
Absolutely. I agree. And the serving as well.
Yeah. Any missed serves here will decide the game.
Nice.
And
nice.
that's out of system for Sharif, but Sharif will make the full use of that. But unfortunately,
wow.
Serene didn't get there.
With the left hand, just pushing it over. Nice.
A little bit of ambidexterity from Sharif. And it's now Emma, the AU captain serve. It's now 6-4. The game is not far from ending.
Nice.
Brilliant receive from Solomon.
Oh,
Goes out to Jacob again.
Nice,
Tips
Emma.
it, but Emma picks it up with ease. Jordan pushes out to Sharif.
Oh,
And Sharif does not
that's
make
unlucky.
full use of that.
Yeah, the ball was behind him when he jumped. Made it quite hard for him.
And it's now Jacob's serve. We know Jacob has a really fantastic jumping topspin, and he needs to aim out for the libero,
short.
but he does not aim for the libero.
Nice.
Goes out to
D.
Daniel.
Let's go. Oh, that's
Ball
over.
still in play. Set her out. Marty with his set,
oh.
and it's a free ball.
Oh gosh.
Can't make full use of it though. They need to
Power
communicate.
of friendship here.
Goes back out to Sharif. Can Sharif make full use
Okay.
of this? It's out to Ashikin again. Can he make full use of this? And that's a beautiful middle set. And that is a beautiful middle set. The setters are the difference makers of this game. Ashikin, even though the receive was not perfect, he still went for the middle.
Absolutely. I think he's back. I think he's back.
I think he is back. I would love to see him back in his peak form at this final set of the game. Marty receives it. It's a brilliant receive. Sharif tips it again. He does not slam it.
Battle of the
He
night.
tips it back, and he picks it up. It's still up.
No
and it's
way.
still in play.
No way.
And it's still
oh
up.
my god. Crazy.
And the game's still in play.
Oh my god. That's the most crazy point.
That was
No
a
way.
beautiful rally. What hustle from AU.
That's insane. Wow.
That was really unfortunate. Serene really has to stay focused even at these stages of the game.
Oh my god. 2 diving saves. Oh my god.
That was a brilliant hustle from Ashikin, from Jordan, from Marty. And it's now Sharif's serve. Sharif has 1 ace in the game so far. And that's 2!
That's 2 now. Oh wow. Very needed. Very needed. Gotta switch sides. Oh my gosh,
And
this is so tense.
This is anyone's game. A 2-point lead a 2-point lead is nothing in the game of volleyball.
Absolutely, not with these 2 lineups as well. We've seen what happens when momentum switches.
I'm really looking forward to what the IMS All-Stars coaches decide with their lineup. We think that AU Devs has found their strongest lineup, and it's this lineup. But what can IMS All-Stars do?
Oh, they're switching the lib. They're switching the lib and
Chuk is now out
Let's
for
see.
another male player.
oh, okay. Okay.
Goes back out
Free
to Will. Will wants to
ball.
make full use of this.
Nice.
Marty picks it up. It's a beautiful receive. It goes back out to Marty, and it's a good block by Ashikin, and it's still up.
Yes! The lib
And Will
reacted
goes back out
great.
to hit it.
Great reactions from the lib.
And that's a beautiful set. But good reaction from Jacob.
Oh,
that's good. That's bad.
not over. That's not over yet.
Oh.
The AU's lib had good reactions this time. She was there. She was there.
Stella's reaction
She had very good reactions.
saved
for
that rally. It's now a 3-point lead, and IMS All-Stars has taken a timeout.
It's now or never.
6 points left until the game ends. IMS All-Stars are looking...
Do you think we're gonna get Jerome back for this?
I really want to see Jerome back. We need someone to take initiative to slam these balls down. Now that AU Devs have found their blocking composure, they need someone who is able to adjust. Need someone who does not tremble in the sight of the block.
Absolutely.
But it looks like IMS All-Stars are still in it. Their morales are still high.
Let's see if Sharif can make the serve.
Sharif has 2 aces recorded inside the game. Can he make 3? And that's a hard serve.
Oh, great.
Really
serve.
difficult.
Oh, nice. Okay. What are we gonna do? Oh,
And that's a pipe to Sharif. But
it's
a
a
really
push.
bad set.
Oh, not a
Goes
pipe.
to Jacob, but he does not focus.
Battle of the pipes. Let's go.
Out to Marty. Marty rolls it. The lip picks it up.
Oh,
Onto
yeah,
Ashton
not a
and Jacob
pipe.
again. And that's in.
I think Stella will maybe try to keep that, to leave it out, but bad judgment.
And it's now Serene's serve yet again. IMS All-Stars most consistent server, just next to Will.
Oh,
I jinxed it.
That was close to just slide on the other side, but
At these late stages of the game.
any errors now with serves are gonna be felt a lot.
It's now Daniel's serve. Daniel has 5 to 6 recorded aces so far. He has been one of their most proficient servers.
Ooh, short serve. Let's go. Okay, nice.
Goes out to Marty. Marty
Free
is
ball.
forced to push it. Libero is forced to scramble.
Ash is not getting any opportunity to
And that's
do
a free
good
ball.
set right now.
Down, back to Arion.
Oh,
But it's
now
a good
this
one.
is it. This
Solomon
is
has to
it.
make full use
This
of
is
this.
it. Oh, yes.
Ball stays in
Great
play.
passo. Let's go.
Free ball.
Oh, God.
Set her out. And Ashikin's trying to hit. Ashikin does not hit. He tips it over. Free ball. Onto Marty.
Oh!
And Marty kills it. A brilliant cross-court hit.
The net helped, but it doesn't matter.
Marty showing that even at these late stages of the game, that pressure cannot affect him. Daniel serving again. His serves have been brilliant.
The All-Star lineup
this
needs
game.
to give Ash a chance to set. Oh,
And it's a
no.
net hit.
There you go. All right, who's serving? Will? Ooh.
IMS All-Stars needs to use this to their advantage. Needs to
Absolutely.
take this advantage. Brilliant serve from Will, but
Good
really good
receive.
receive from Marty.
Okay.
An unideal set. Out of system, IMS All-Stars are caught out of guard.
Oh, yes. Get it
Forced
over.
the free ball.
Nice.
They need to make full use of this.
Uh-oh.
That is not a good free ball pass, but he hits it down!
Doesn't matter.
He
Ash is
hits it
there.
down!
Doesn't matter. Ash is there.
And that is why we have been saying Ashikin is the aggressive choice. He needs to stay aggressive. He needs to score some points of his own because that is what makes him special.
Only 2 points now.
Really good serve from Will.
Oh, okay, nice.
High ball for Marty.
Locked
Blocked
out.
by Ash. Stella gets there, but no one's chance to follow up.
Thing is, the AU lineup has had this coming because they only set Marty. They have set only Marty for the last 3 or 4 points.
The opposite has been invisible.
Absolutely.
And it's not
I don't know
only
where's
a
the
one.
middle, where's like anything else.
Exactly.
Do like a setter dump if you want. There needs to be something else because they know you're just going
One
there.
core reason I think is definitely because Jordan's main position is not setter.
True, yeah.
Yeah, their main setter Will is still on the bench.
I also do think that when the pressure mounts up, you kind of go into default settings.
Yeah.
And that's your default setting, just
Yeah.
going out to the outside hitter.
Definitely. But IMS All-Stars has remained calm, remained brave,
Only 1 point.
even with the mounting pressure.
Oh, that's in, that's in,
And
that's
that's
in.
an
An
ace.
ace from Will,
By
the
Will.
captain.
And it makes it even. That is what they needed.
Shows
All of the
captain
momentum is back to
leadership. Let's go.
All-Stars.
Down the line.
They have closed down the 5-point lead. And
Momentum
now,
is definitely with them now at the best possible time. Nice. Can you do anything else? Oh, God. Okay.
back to Ariane again.
Okay, there you go.
It's
there you
still
go.
up, it's still up, but no one's there to pick it up.
Nobody's fast enough.
This is an incredibly close game.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, it's Jordan serving. Okay, Jordan, you gotta make this in.
Jordan has missed quite a few serves this game. And
If he
can't be
makes
making the
this
same
one, also
mistake.
forgiven.
That is a
also.
brilliant receive, and that is a beautiful tip.
Stop it!
And they block it again! That is what we need from Ashikin.
No, there's a net touch. No.
There is no way.
You're gonna break his
And no,
heart.
the point goes to the point
Okay.
goes to
Okay, good.
All Stars.
Okay, yeah. Don't break the man's heart.
And the captain goes up to talk.
Nah. There's no changing the rest mind. And now she's serving. Let's go.
At these late stages of the game, Ashikin's strong top spin serve might serve to be useful.
Oh yeah.
And they put him out of system and they're forced to free
It's
ball.
a free ball.
Can All Stars make something of use of this?
Oh, yeah.
It goes out to
yeah,
Jacob.
yeah.
Forced to
No,
tip,
Yep.
but they're scrambling. All
Well
Stars
done!
scrambling.
Oh!
They put it to rest. IMS leads with 1 point. It's 13-12.
Jordan was trying so hard to get to that ball, but it didn't matter in the end. And now it's a timeout for the AU squad.
13-12. Solomon has proved to be one of the most standout players defensively. Who do you think is stronger defensively, Marty or Solomon?
Marty or Solomon, oh wow. Both of them have their moments. That's actually so close. That's a very good question.
I definitely think that Marty, in terms of hustling for a ball,
Yeah.
he's been brilliant. But
Yeah.
Solomon, on the other hand, his serve receives.
I
don't think he's
his
shanked a single ball.
anticipation of the net Solomon's is crazy.
I think Solomon has not shanked a single ball. I think Solomon's, all of his passes have been beautiful.
Absolutely.
Ashikin puts on the pressure again with the top spin serve. But Marty, beautiful
Okay, there
receive.
you go.
There you go with the
That's
opposite hit.
it!
And there it
you
is.
go. Thank you.
You
A
switch
back
it up.
set. He can do a back set. He can. There you go.
Jordan
All right,
can be
Marty.
unpredictable too. And now it's Marty's serve.
Oh
Marty,
my God, 2 points. Oh
Marty
God.
together with Jordan have missed quite a few serves, and they cannot afford this at this stage of the game. It's 13-all.
Oh.
That might have been out, but
oh.
Chuk picks it up, and it's a beautiful set.
That's
it goes
a
on to
beautiful
Bell.
set.
It goes
Oh
on to
God.
Beth, I mean.
Yeah.
Sharif makes full use of that. He stands it down. Where are
Sharif
the blockers?
is back. Sharif's in the house.
Where are the blockers? Where is the cover?
Oh.
It's 14-13. Match point to AU. Can
Again
Marty
with the
close this
backhand.
down with the serve?
Oh God, yeah. Serve now. Oof. Oh,
This is heart-wreck. This is
what's happening here?
nerve-wracking.
Oh, they did yeah, they have to. There's a timeout. They have to.
IMS All-Stars puts on a timeout.
They're gonna use every trick in the book they can possibly use
They
to
need,
make Marty a bit more shaky on his serve.
I think every time there has been a timeout when Marty was serving, he has missed it.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
they're trying
exactly.
to do that again.
It's worth a try. Like. Oh, God.
Is this the last serve of the game?
Pressure. Oh God. Okay,
Beautiful
it's in.
serve.
Oh!
And it's a shake! And AU closes it
He
out!
wins it with an ace.
With an ace by Marty!
That's how you prove everything wrong. Be like, yeah, I'm bad after the timeout. Nah, I'm giving you an ace. Let's go.
13. AU are your winners of your All-Stars versus AU game.
What a way to respond to a timeout. Wow.
That was a brilliant game. Marty did not
That's
crumble
a blockbuster
under
of a
pressure.
game.
Marty did not crumble under pressure. Jordan stepping up to the role, managing to even set when that's not even his main position.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is a
Now that the match
well-deserved
has
win.
finished the way it has, who is your standout player? Or if you don't have one, give us like 3.
I will say the most important player of this whole game has to be Marty. It has to be Marty.
Yeah.
He was everywhere. He was
Absolutely.
hustling, he was serve receiving, he was
Absolutely.
attacking, he was blocking,
He took
And-
so much responsibility when other
Indeed.
players had a bit of an off streak.
and he did not crumble under pressure. A close runner-up definitely has to be Jacob.
Yeah.
Probably has to be Jacob. Although he did tone down, he did calm down in the later stages of the game. You cannot just dismiss his contributions to the first 3
Absolutely.
sets.
He brought a very nice, like, it was a refreshing feeling when he came on to set, be like, okay, I'm here now. It was good.
Yeah.
It was a very good switch by the coaches.
The coaches, Joshua and Samantha, made a very good choice of putting Sharif on for the last few sets. They really reinforced their defensive options with Sharif.
Absolutely. Sharif was so good as well.
A very well-deserved win for AU. It could have gone either way.
Absolutely. This could have been anyone's game. Those Stars players played so well.
It was a beautiful game. Anyways, we have been your hosts.
Yeah, I'm Mika.
I'm Doran, and I hope you guys have a good day.
Absolutely. See you next time.